Crom! I have never prayed to you before. I had no tongue for it. Not even you remember the bad loss versus the Spurs versus the Pelicans. Crom, I ask you one thing for the Spurs. Grant me revenge. And if you're not listening now, then the hell with you! What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans and New Orleans Pelicans fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. I don't know what that was all about. Last time the Spurs played the Pelicans laid an absolute smackdown on the Spurs and in a fairly embarrassing loss last week. So Spurs looking for a little revenge, but this is a very important game for both teams as both are pushing for that final playoff spot with the Lakers right there as well. Looks like it's going to be a three-way race between the Spurs, Pelicans, and Lakers going into the final stretch of the season. So thank you for joining me on a Saturday afternoon, 5 o'clock Eastern, where I am. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, please do so. It is fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. Pop, it looks like that. Thank you for being here, and as always, go Spurs, go! All right, J Money, Glazed Bacon, Nala, thank you for being here. Did I say that right? I gotta make my chat a little bigger so I can see what the heck I'm reading. There we go. Nada, excuse me. Keto the Broski, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, wherever you may be. Lane, what's up? That is Devin Vassell. He's not playing today, so I asked him to join me on the couch. Why not, right? Like, bro, if you're going to be out of the game, why don't you come sit here and hang on TSR Sports? Harold, go Spurs, go. Goose, you can't watch the game, right? Because of that whole weird thing where you live. It's going to be close. Pelicans and Spurs are right there. Let me check the standings, NBA fans. While it's on my mind, I know it's pretty much neck and neck with the bottom three teams of the play-in, but I want to take a look and see where everybody stands. All right, number 9 and 10 are tied. The Pelicans, Lakers are both 31 and 42, so they have 9 games remaining, including tonight. The Spurs are 29 and 44, also 9 games remaining, including today. They're 2 games behind the Lakers and Pelicans, so if the Spurs win, they'll improve to 30 and 44. That would drop the Pelicans to 31 and 43. 1 game between them, and the Pelicans play tomorrow again against the Lakers. So this is a really important weekend for the Pelicans, playing 2 teams that are right there. The Blazers are in 12th spot at 27 and 46. They've waved the white flag. They're playing guys I've never heard of. The Spurs played them 2 more times, and we just crushed them earlier this week. So I think this is going to be a 3-way race. It will be, because the Clippers are 36 and 39, even though they've lost 5 in a row, should still be out of reach for the Pelicans, Lakers, and Spurs. So I think the Pelicans, Lakers, Spurs, that's going to be the race to the end of the season for that crucial 9th and 10th seed. You can't, I'm sorry, man. It sucks, Goose. Keep doing the college basketball. Hey, you guys have asked me if I'm calling college basketball. I'm not, but I know my man Goose Sports is. Goose, you're covering a ton of games, are you not? I'm just not, I don't have the interest in calling the games or really watching any of the games, but I know there's a lot of you that are interested, and I'm keeping tabs on, the players that the Spurs may draft, but as far as watching the games, it was never my thing. Tiny Jack, what's going on? It's 8 in the morning for you. All right, Kyle, good evening. Mi nombre es Kyle. Mi nombre es Rich. Or Ricardo. Spurs gonna win? I don't know, but the last game kind of made me left a bad taste in my mouth. H dude, good afternoon. Caden Alves, good afternoon. It feels weird saying good afternoon. I'm so used to saying good evening. But I was like, I was on the fence of whether to do this game. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch the game anyway. I know it'll be a smaller crowd being a Saturday and a Saturday afternoon at that. I was like, you know what? I should prepare myself for small crowds because, being honest, the Spurs streams usually have 100 people to 300 people, depending on how close the game is, or more. And when I start covering the Giants later this year, I'm going to have to get used to having 15, 20, 25 people in the chat. Maybe a little more, though, because I've been getting a lot of Giants subscribers lately, but still going to have to get used to the smaller streams and just remember why I'm doing this, because I'm covering the teams that I love. Don't worry, Dejounte's going to drop 100. That would be something. Vince, I feel like anybody on this team could go off on our Spurs. We're not going to play defense. I've already kind of given up on our defense for the rest of the year. We're going to have to outscore teams to win. Good night. Okay, so good night in Austria at 10 p.m. Phil, channel member, thank you for stopping. And just a friendly reminder that New York has no good professional sports. I would agree with you on the Jets. They suck. The Knicks suck. The Giants suck. I can't speak on behalf of hockey. The Mets, I think, were okay last year. And the Yankees, World Series, anybody? Most World Series in sports history? By the way, I forgot to troll you back, Phil. I went with the standard 28 and 3 when you trolled me on the Giants.
You said we had no good players, and it would have been cold blooded, but I was like, all your best players have left in the last 2 years, Julio and Matt Ryan. And while that is trolling, that actually I'm sure sucks. I got to think you wish you were both still there. Wait, Devin Torres Achilles? Is that the word? No, 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 no! Please tell me. I know he hurt his Achilles. I didn't hear anything about a tear. Chelsea fan, yeah, probably 30 plus. Sebastian, good evening. Javier, I got to look up this Devin stuff. Is that the official word on Devin Vassell? Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. When did he do this? He played in the last game. I don't see, it just says he's inactive due to his Achilles. I don't see anything about him tearing it. The last update's 27 minutes ago. You scared the crap out of me. He has an Achilles injury. There's nothing about a tear. A tear would not only keep him out for the rest of this season, would keep him out more than likely all next season. So, geez. Whew. Josh, thank you for stopping in. I did not see anything that Devin tore his Achilles, so let's not start saying that. There's nothing out there about that. Pelicans fans, thank you for being here, by the way, this afternoon. He might have. Let's until we make it until it's official though. Let's not try to get on the rumor mill. You guys know I try to avoid rumors on this channel unless there's some facts in them. It's not being reported as of yet. So until I see an official report, until the Spurs report that, maybe it could be a little bitty tear because tear can be 1% tear to 100% tear, and that's a broad range. A small little tear, keep him out for the rest of the year. He comes back and he's fine. Games with 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 blocks since 1982. David Robinson, 99. Tim Duncan, 34. Artis Gilmore, 10. Jakob Poeltl, 1. What a weird stat line. 16, 9, and 6. David Robinson had 99 games where he had 16. By the way, in case you didn't know, oh, you didn't know? The Twin Towers are now in the background, so I can also wear a current spur when watching the game, but it feels so good. Yes, Kaden, you do see a Falcons fan. Phil is a Falcons fan. He's a Falcons and Spurs. I'm Giants and Spurs, so it just shows you that sometimes we just love our teams, and they're all over the place. How many points will DeJounte Murray score? Owen, I would say probably 25 tonight. Seems to be about where he's been since the Derek White trade. Right on that 25, give or take a few points north or south of that. Oh gosh, the insane one went there. Devontae Cacok is in the G League, Glazing Bacon. He got reassigned. I don't like saying this because I do like him and I'm rooting for him, and he's got a fun name to say. Let's be honest. I don't think we're ever going to see Devontae Cacok play again for the San Antonio Spurs. I'm being straight with you guys. I don't think so. I haven't heard that anywhere. Just my gut feeling. He's not going to play another game. Tim Duncan's probably going to go for 0 tonight. I feel pretty good about that 0. Kanan, I actually do feel bad for you and Phil because I have never had a player leave a team that I've had a jersey of, and I know you had a Matt Ryan jersey. I don't know if either one of you had a Julio jersey. Um, it's happened very rarely for me. I mean, Tony Parker was at the end of his career when he left the Spurs and played one season. Odell Beckham Jr. trade was pretty tough to swallow when that happened because I felt like there was still a lot of potential there. But overall, I haven't really experienced that. You look at my favorite players: Tim Duncan, career with the Spurs; David Robinson, entire career with the Spurs; Lawrence Taylor, entire career with the Giants; Eli Manning, entire career with the Giants; Michael Strahan, entire career with the Giants. So I've been very lucky that a lot of my favorite players on the teams I follow played their entire career, and that's a rarity. You don't see that often. Derek Jeter, entire career with the New York Yankees. Mariano Rivera, entire career with the New York Yankees. So I mean, I've been very lucky in that regard. The game starts probably any minute now. Dominic, I'm not betting. You have 4 Matt Ryan jerseys? Oh, bro. Man, I'm sorry. That 21 jersey looks a lot better than. Hey, come on, man. Well, I mean, you're a 5-time champion, and we got a guy that's still trying to develop himself. Here are our starting lineups: Josh Richardson, Kelvin Johnson, Jakob Poeltl, Joshua Primo, and DeJounte Murray. We got the double Josh connection. For the Pelicans, Herbert Jones, Jackson Hayes, Jonas Valanciunas, CJ McCollum, Devontae Graham. Oddly enough, with the Pelicans lineup, they have a 3-4-5 out there. And for the Spurs, we have a 3-5-7 in regards to the number of their jerseys. Just throwing that out there. J Money, I hope you're right. Guillermo, I agree 100%. Rich players that have left me: James Harden, J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins, Deshaun Watson, Korea, baseball. For his first name, CP3 and what? Dang, and Westbrook. Betty Tuna. Thank you for stopping in. Oh my gosh, it's starting to pour here in Connecticut. Players are on the court, and away we go. Spurs lead this series all-time 52-20. They do lead the series 2-1 this year. So if the Spurs can win this game, I have to feel like that would cinch the tiebreaker if we tie. RR210, Veronica, both of you go, Spurs go. Yes, I don't want to make the playoffs. I do want the higher pick, but I do want to make the play-in and knock the Lakers out. Or just knock them out and they don't make the playoffs at all. I would love that. Man, I hope the weather holds up. Kiwi, he turned into a fruit. Number 2. Josh, I got yeah, Pelicans fans. That's a good point. Chris Paul, Anthony Davis, and I'm not rooting for Zion Williamson to. I'm hoping he gets healthy, but I have a bad feeling his days are numbered as a Pelican. He can't stay healthy. Spurs won the jump ball, by the way. DeJounte Murray, little pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl. Murray out to Josh Richardson, Jay Rich for short, into the paint, takes the jumper, no good. He gets his own miss after the ball is deflected by Jackson Hayes. And Joshua Primo takes it to the hole, gets fouled, no good, going to the line for 2. Devin Vassell is right here. He's out with a sore Achilles. Some rumors about he's torn an Achilles. Let's not talk about that until it's official. So he's joining me on the couch today. So Devin Vassell, thank you for being here. Eduardo, thank you for stopping in. And Primo at the line for 2. And it's quite empty in the Pelicans arena. I forgot the name of it. Is it the Oceaner? Is that how you say the arena? I see the name Oceaner on the side. I don't know if that's I don't know the name of the Pelicans arena. My apologies. I don't follow the Pelicans. I don't think that's the name. Or maybe it is. Is it the Smoothie King arena? The Smoothie King Center? Wait, what? You play in the Smoothie King Center? Okay. That pull-up 3 is no good by Herbert Jones. Yeah, Evan, I just saw that. Smoothie King Center. Anki, good evening. I had no idea that was the name of it. Murray's going to pull up. Free throw line jumper's no good. And Valanciunas with the rebound. Vassell's out. Is he done for the year? I don't know. I haven't seen anything on that, so let's try to hold off on that talk for a second. Turnover by the Pelicans. Jay Rich for 3, no good. Jakob Poeltl with the offensive putback, no good. And finally, the Pelicans will come away. It's a 1-0 game. 1-0. CJ McCollum driving on Joshua Primo into the paint. Reverse layup is no good. Valanciunas with the offensive board. Spurs love giving up second chance, third chance, fourth chance opportunities. And another miss and another offensive board. And now a foul. Devontae Graham missed a 3. Jackson Hayes with the offensive rebound, took the shot, missed it. Foul, going to the line for 2. It is bad weather where I am. It sounds funky, cold Medina out. Hey, Kills, what's up? Good luck on what you mentioned in the thing earlier. But yeah, no, I'm very much, and he misses a free throw. Wow, ugly first quarter so far for both teams. The rumor stuff does not get covered on this channel unless I feel like there's some truth to it, and I don't see anything about Devin being out for the year. If he is, I'll do a video on it, but so far, I've only seen this in the chat. It's not being reported online. So let's just focus on the game. Anyways, we'll see. Full-time Spurs fan, thank you for stopping in. Ramsey, it's like 50 here. I wish it was 90. Kelvin Johnson with the ball, drives into the paint, throws it up off the glass, no good. Wow, it's 1-1 after 2 minutes of play. This is Devontae Graham with the ball, drives, gets baseline, bounce pass to CJ McCollum. McCollum, one-on-one with DeJounte Murray, looking to get into Valanciunas, now waves off. Devontae Graham into the post to Valanciunas. Pull-up jumper is in, and that's the first bucket of the game after 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Asia, thank you for stopping in. I know, is this soccer or what? Murray baseline jumper is going to roll in. It's 3-3. A defensive game, faux sure. Valanciunas going to launch it into the stands. He was trying to hit CJ McCollum going backdoor and just a little too much gusto on it and ended up throwing it away. It is Spurs ball, 3-3, 9:22 to go. Murray almost turns the ball over, and then Keldon Johnson's going to get fouled trying to get the loose ball. I think that foul's on Jackson Hayes. Sneaker kind of by. Wow, Xavier. $500 for Jordans? His sneakers are still up there, aren't they? Spurs ball. 15 on the shot clock. Jay Rich will get it into. Man, it feels good to have a Spurs jersey on and have two behind me. Murray pull-up jumper is good. Spurs up 5-3. And this is a crucial game for both teams. Don't get me wrong. Taylor! What's going on, my friendly Hornets, man? Thank you for stopping. I love the fact that I really like this community, man. I gotta say, this is what I love about YouTube the most. Yeah, we have trolls. McCollum gets into the paint with the layup, but just 99% cool people and 1% trolls. Probably even higher than that. 99.9% cool people and 0.01% trolls. Keldon's wide open for three. Short, no good. CJ with the rebound. 5-5, 8:40 to go in the first quarter. And wide open for three. In-N-Out burger for Herbert Jones. An In-N-Out burgers may be tasty, but they're not tasty for basketball players. Now the sun's coming out. Wow. Okay. We're going to have an offensive foul on the Spurs. Keldon Johnson just threw it up for fun from three-point land, and it went in. Just threw up a super high arcing shot. Didn't count, obviously. You're going to the game later, Jay Money? Have fun. That is Devin Vassell. He's out today, so he's joining me on the couch. Jose, thank you for stopping in. Shout out from the game. Here's a shout out from this game. The game! Boop, boop. Yeah, Triple H. Giving it to you. Can we get to 50 thumbs up sooner than later? I'd appreciate you if you would smack it like it owes you money. Wow, sun really is coming out. Nice and bright. CJ pull-up jumper is no good. And Keita Bates-Diop has checked in for the Spurs. KBD coming in for Keldon, who I think may have picked up his second foul already. Nice to see KBD back on the court. Hopefully he has one of those games where he surprises us offensively and goes off for 20 to 30. Murray's going to pull up for three. No good. 4 minutes in, it's 5-5. Both teams on pace to finish the quarter at 15 to 15. Maybe with that Duncan jersey behind me, it feels like a 2001 game or whatever. Valanciunas' jump hook is no good. Oh my goodness. Primo for three, no good. KBD with the offensive rebound. The putback is good. Welcome back, KBD. Stephanie Go Spurs go to you. Evan, I think KJ has 2 fouls. He's got to have 2 fouls if Pop's pulling him that quick. Valanciunas one-on-one with Yakapurtle into the post. We'll throw it out to CJ for three. And that is no good. Fight for the board. Offensive rebound for the Pelicans. Devontae Graham's follow-up three is good. And there's the classic San Antonio Spurs giving up second chance points. And we have a timeout with 7:06 to go. Zion Williamson hasn't played one game this year, Asia. Thank you for being a channel member, Asia. Your icon always throws me off because you have I think you have the icon for longest channel member. So I only see it when you come in, so it makes me forget you're a channel member. My apologies. But Zion Williamson has not played one game this year. He's had a lot of, I don't know if I can't remember if it was feet problem or problems with his foot or his knees. I know there's Pelicans fans in the chat. His weight's been a big issue, and I'm not trying to pick on the guy. It's just a fact. He's got to lose weight. He's shortening his career by just being his size, and it sucks because he's very talented, and I'd rather see him on the court. Michael, Pelicans fan, thank you for stopping in. Can we learn to please rebound? Right? Right? Spurs money line, currently plus 205, waiting for it to get to plus 500 to take a bet. LL, his foot. New York does want, I'm not trying to shame the guy, but you are a basketball player. One of the things you're going to be doing a lot is running and jumping. And if your body keeps breaking down, you got to look at what's the cause. And he's a big guy. And I've heard other sports analysis say it left and right. So hopefully he can figure it out. He's still young. So we'll see. Man, if we were healthy, it's been a long time. Yeah, I saw R.I.P. Chester Bennington. Is that the drummer that just passed away? The Foo Fighters drummer? Or wait, no, that's the singer of He's been dead for a while. You just threw me off. Chester Bennington, Lincoln Park. I don't follow Lincoln Park. I only know that one song. Tried so hard and fell so. I just don't follow them. He's been gone for 5 years, but it is not even gone 5 years. His birthday was March 20th. I don't know. I'm totally confused, Asian. But R.I.P. nonetheless. Zion needs to lose weight like, but yeah, true. Bardo, good evening, afternoon, whatever. Channel member, thank you for stopping in. Taylor Hawkins, is that the name of the person? Oh, Kyle was singing. Oh, he was singing. Oh, okay. I didn't catch that. Didn't catch it. All right, you guys are silly in your chat. And that drummer died. Yeah, yeah. The Foo Fighters drummer. All the time I try to do a slam dunk, but I only touch the net. I can dunk on my rim, but my rim is an inch short from dunking on it. It's bent a little bit, so it's 9'11", and I can dunk on it, but I want to do it on a real 10-foot rim at some point and put a video up, but probably not for a few months. I'm still not quite in shape, and I know I'm just going to barely clear it. An inch makes a difference when you're trying to dunk, and I don't feel totally confident it's going to be a clean, nice-looking dunk on a regulation size rim. Cage only got one foul. Devin, he's got an Achilles injury, Ernie, and that's all we know. There's a lot of. That's all we're gonna say. He's got an Achilles injury. Stay tuned to find out more. I'm sure I'll do a video if anything gets announced on it. Valanciunas with the jumper in the paint, good, and the Pelicans are up 10-7 in a very slow, low-scoring first quarter. Murray in the post, number 5, guarded by number 5, Herbert Jones. Murray drives on Jones. Pull-up jumper baseline is short. Oh boy, the Spurs offense looks really flat right now. CJ McCollum out in three-point lane, guarded by KBD into Valanciunas, guarded by Jay Rich, now double teamed with Jakob Poeltl, and he gets fouled. Now I know that's Britney Spears, Kyle. Murray is playing. I'm 5'3". I can almost dunk, not the age. 5'3". If you were dunking at 53, that would be very impressive. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of NBA players that are 53 that can still dunk, especially if they were 7-footers. I mean, come on. Jones pull-up jumper is no good, and the ball's going to fall into the hands of Devontae Graham. Follow-up three is good. Get a rebound! Come on! This is the one thing that frustrates me more in the Spurs. One of the things, besides their occasionally horrendous free throw shooting, we're getting out-rebounded 11-8, but we're getting killed on the offensive boards, and we're just too small. We need a power forward. Like a 6'10", 6'11 power forward. KBD in the paint. Gets it to Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl with a little jumper, 13-9. I want to have the Twin Towers behind me, Ernie. I think it looked good back there. Although David looks a little crooked. Not sure what's going on with him. He's a little tipsy. Wow, total brick city on that three-pointer. Who shot that? Headband guy with the missed three. I don't know who that is. Okay, that was Devontae Graham. And Primo gets into the paint. 13-11. Isaac with the $5 super chat. Thank you, my man. He says, "Go Spurs, go!" Appreciate supporting the channel, and thank you all for being here on a Saturday afternoon. Devontae Graham way out in three-point land, guarded by DeJounte Murray. Pick and roll with Valanciunas. Takes off into the paint, and still running around. Finally drop it off to CJ. CJ into the paint. The runner is going to bounce off the rim and bounce in 15-11. With 4:40 to go in the first quarter. Butterfly, good afternoon. Thank you for stopping in. KBD looking to get into Jakob Poeltl in the post. Poeltl looking for maybe his own shot or pass. Nope, finally gets into the paint. Turnaround jump hook. It's going to bounce off the rim, and it's going to bounce in. So some kind rims for both teams right now with the bouncers going in. By the way, 420, so smoke them if that's your thing. Smoke them if you got them, I guess. Figures I wear a Kelman jersey and he gets yanked out of the game real quick. It must be kryptonite from a man. Wide open baseline three is no good by Herbert Jones. And then KBD knocks the ball out of bounds. So essentially a second chance opportunity for New Orleans Pelicans. Nice lane. Josh T rocking the New Orleans Saints logo, by the way, clearly rooting for the Pelicans. Now, Frankie, I mean, at least we didn't get crushed. We're not getting crushed in the first quarter. Last time we played the Pelicans, I think it was last Saturday, Friday or Saturday, I don't remember. The Spurs, the game was over after the first quarter. The Spurs were down like 25 or something ridiculous. 35 to 10, we got outscored in the first quarter. The game was over after the first. I stayed with it all four quarters. I didn't like it. Zach Collins checks in for the Spurs. Jose Alvarado also in for the Pelicans. CJ pull up jumper. Good. 3:45 to go. Jay Rich, guarded by CJ, back out to Trey Jones, who's checked in, over to Keldon, who's checked back into the game. Keldon out to Zach Collins, to Jay Rich, little give and go, throws up the layup, no good. Fouled, going to the line for two. Butterfly has 7 cats? What? Who do I generally post up, God? I really feel like this game's a pick 'em. I want my team to win. It's just obvious who I'm rooting for based on my background, but I think this could go either way. The Spurs do lead the series 2-1. We are out some guys. You are out some guys. I would think the Spurs would have a little bit of anger in their veins, so to speak, because they got annihilated by the Pelicans last time they played. By the way, I just saw a stat: the Chicago Bulls are 3-10 in their last 13 games. Are the Bulls falling apart? Chat. I haven't been following them, but 3-10 in their last 13 games. They are getting cold. CJ McCollum launches a quick three, and the Spurs have had no answer for CJ McCollum. It's your boy Rico. You were at that game. That's right. And you left at the start of the fourth quarter. Uh, Ernie, Keldon on. Speaking of Keldon, drives into the paint and gets the layup, 20-17, 3 minutes to go. Where are the Bulls right now in the Eastern Conference? They might drop to the play-in, or they. Wow. Shut the front door. Jose Alvarado pull-up jumper, no good. Devin Vassell, not Devin Vassell. Devin, sorry, it got you on my mind. I just looked inside on the screen. KBD with the rebound. Jay Rich going to pull up for two. And Josh Richardson has been terrible with shooting twos. He's actually shooting higher from the field from 3-point land than 2-point land. Zach Collins gets the offensive board, and we're going to have a foul and a timeout. You have a cat named Tom after Brady. What? Yeah, the Foo Fighters thing happened. They're currently fifth. The Heat are falling apart too. Let me pull up the Eastern Conference. I did see, Taylor, that the Bulls, there was some stat against the top three teams against each, aside from themselves when they were there in each conference, they were like 0-12 or 0-15 or something abysmal. I didn't realize Chicago was falling apart. I follow my team, to be transparent. The San Antonio Spurs, the New York Giants, and everybody else, I casually follow. You guys tell me something, I'll look into it. Take a look at the standings. Suns are number one in the Western Conference. Things have changed a little since I last checked the standings. The Suns are still number one. The Warriors have actually fallen down without Steph Curry. That makes sense. So in the Western Conference, the Suns, Grizzlies, Warriors, Jazz. The Jazz actually, they get hot. They've lost 3 in a row. Could potentially pass the Warriors, or the Mavericks could. Because the Warriors, let's face it, without Steph Curry, they're okay. But heck, we beat them. What's that say? All right, Eastern Conference. The Heat are number one. They've lost 3 in a row. 76ers, then the Bucks, the Celtics. The Bulls are in fifth place, 3-7 in their last 10. And they're only a game up on the Cavs and Raptors. And Spurs fans, you want the Raptors to win. You want to make sure they're 6th seed or higher, so there's no chance we lose that draft pick we got from them. They're 7. People are saying the Raptors are tanking. They're 7-3 in their last 10. I don't know why people are saying that. Man, Chicago's just. Is DeMar DeRozan been playing really bad? Zach LaVine out? I have no idea what's going on with them. It's the Bulls Michael Jordan curse after he left the Bulls aren't like the curse of the Bambino. I have Meg. I have a huge bet riding on the Pelicans there. I have to do nudes if the Spurs lose. Hopefully, this is for like your boyfriend or husband or significant other. Uh, I don't know what to say. I'm going to be rooting for the Spurs. This is a Spurs channel. I will call the game down the line, my friends. When something good happens, I'll be biased for the Spurs, obviously. But as far as fouls, a lot of people have been here long enough to know that I've said there were fouls that have gone for the Spurs and against the Spurs because, quite frankly, the officiating throughout the whole year has been terrible. On the Spurs win against the Warriors, where Keldon Johnson had a huge free throw put back at the end, he could have got called for a push off. There was a questionable foul on Jakob Poeltl before that. Then there was a questionable foul on Jay Rich on before our foul that happened. The whole refereeing was bad the last minute of the game. Just bad. Just the refs are bad. 2.5 minutes ago, Spurs down 20-17. Trey Jones into Zach Collins. Collins drops it out to Jay Rich. Jay Rich pull up jumper on the screen is no good. Josh Richardson cannot make his two. Zach Collins gets the loose ball. It was kind of being pitter pattered around. I think Trey Murphy had a hand on it, and I'm not on my scoreboard. And it is 20-19. Yeah, much better game than the last time we saw these two teams play. Willie Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Pelicans. His brother played for the Spurs for like 2 weeks. I'm talking about Juancho. CJ McCollum pull up jumper, no good, and he will go to the line as he was fouled. Get well DeRozan. Wait, is he hurt? Commando Ninja, good afternoon. Bulls are missing Lonzo. Levine is injured but playing through it. Caruso just came back. Patrick Williams. Okay. A friend of mine told me about Brady to Miami this morning. Miami was going to trade like 7 draft picks or something stupid for a 45-year-old Tom Brady. First free throw is good. Yes, Juancho the GOAT. Juancho! Both teams are in the bonus, 21-19. 2 minutes remaining. We got only 8 more NBA live streams after this game. It's getting lean. Thank you, by the way, to those who saying bless you. Appreciate it. Brady's staying in Tampa Bay. Trust me. Joe Wieskamp came in and just threw up a huge brick. McCollum down the other end, quick through. Man, CJ McCollum is carving up the Spurs. Launches a quick 3. What's he got? 12 points? I feel like he has half of the Pelicans' points, maybe more than half. 3-point field goal shooting. The Pelicans are 4 for 11. The Spurs are 0 for 5. 0 for 5. Haven't made one. Murray Euro steps in the paint, passes it out to Keldon. Keldon back to Zach Collins. He takes, he traveled. He was going to take a step back 3, and then he decided to step forward again, and one too many steps there, big guy. Joe Wieskamp has to play more. In Brandon's world, yes, this is pretty much a must-win for the Spurs. If they want a chance at the play-in, if they lose this, they'll fall 3 games behind the Pelicans and Lakers. A must-win. Yeah, we're going to have another foul. Najee Marshall gets fouled by Trey Jones in the paint. That's going to be 2 free throws. Ow. CJ's got 12, so he has almost half. Just under half. And the Spurs not looking particularly good offensively in the first quarter. Actually, neither team's looked great, but the Spurs looking extra bad with only 19 points with a minute to go. First free throw is good, 26-19. When I was a kid, my favorite Spurs player was Bruce Bowen. He was a three-pointer guy. What do you think about him? He was a good player. He was an okay offensive player. He was a great defender. Second free throw is good. I mean, he was in there more for his defense than his offense, but you know what? You need those type of players out there. And, Spurs were a great defensive team those days when he was playing. Trey Jones into the paint, throws up a layup, no good. Foul, 2 more free throws. Man, this is a free throw fest. I'm stylish. Thank you, but I don't know about all that. Houston Oilers, thank you for stopping in. I would like to see Joshua Primo maybe get a few more plays called from him. I checked his stats. He's actually having an okay week. He's just not shooting. Speaking of an okay, Trey Jones misses a free throw. Speaking of, I will be doing my normally weekly recap tomorrow. I only got a few more of those to do. And the Spurs are 2-0 this week. So it would be really nice if we could have a 3-0. It hasn't happened much this year. I think we only had one other week we went undefeated. Player of the month with Duncan parking lot. Did he? Rudolph, I actually don't remember that. Vassell's been very up and down. Since, to be transparent, he has struggled more than I thought he would in the starting lineup since the Derek White trade. 45 seconds to go. It is Pelicans ball. And headband guy takes off and gets this. I couldn't see who it was. It's Jose Alvarado. I just saw the headband. Jose Alvarado. Spurs are down by 9. And now DeJounte Murray turns the ball over. Alvarado to Gomez. Misses the shot. Gets the follow-up. Is he getting an and-1? Or a foul before the shot? Wow. Evan, I'm not liking this first quarter. Not liking this first quarter at all. I've heard good things. A lot of people are talking about Bryce Young, Kyle. I'm not overly familiar with him, but I've seen Giants fans say, hey, let's tank for Bryce next year. I don't remember that, Rudolph. I really don't. I believe you. First free throw is good for Hernan Gomez. And the Spurs are down by 10 with 20 seconds to go. Down by 10, and they look just flat out there. This is only their third game this week. This is a young team. We got where we want them in the lead. And all right, Greg. If you say so, man. Right where we want them. Come on, Spurs. Wake up! And that free throw is going to bounce around and finally roll off the rim. An in-and-out burger at the line, but it's 30 to 20, 23 seconds to go. Four and a half seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Murray out in three-point land will double pick and roll with Wieskamp and Collins now getting double teamed. Calls for another pick and roll. And Murray's going to lose the ball out of bounds. It was tipped out by a Pelican. 9 seconds on the game clock. 4.7 on the shot clock. Double tech on Collins. What? Collins has gotten calls for a technical. What players are out there? I mean, DeJounte Murray right now with the ball. Straightaway 3. Long, no good. Oh, he's fouled. Oh, never foul the three-point shooter. Murray, Wieskamp, Trey Jones, Zach Collins, and Kelvin Johnson. Last I looked for the Spurs. For the Pelicans, I got to see who's on the floor. Who's number 22 for the Pelicans? Oh, that was a foul. Trey Murphy, this third, didn't give DeJounte Murray clearance to land, and that is a foul name. If you're a jump shooter and you jump up and your defensive player lands in your landing zone, if you will, that's what happened there, and you got whistled for it, and they are calling those. That's the old number 2, Spurs versus the Warriors, and if you know what it is, you know what it is. Giants will probably be 5-10 or 4-12. Kyle, neither of those math checked, by the way. Johnson missed the third free throw. A quick drive down the other end, and at the buzzer, Najee Marshall in the paint. And we're going down by 10. Larry Nance Jr., thank you, LL. I sometimes get a little hosed by ESPN's roster. Sometimes they don't always have the right people out there for me. But I'll add him to my roster. Like every YouTuber, I have a little cheat sheet for the opposing team. Obviously, I know my own team top to bottom. But the opposing team, I generally know the starting lineups. I don't know the bench that well. What do I mean? I think you know what I mean. Oh, there's a double tech? I didn't catch that, Evan. Collins and number 8, so Najee Marshall. I didn't realize that. Yeah, Josh T, exactly. There's 17 games in a football season. How are the Giants going 5-10 or 4-12? I think he's trolling. Commando Ninja, yes, he has been getting to the line a little bit more. Absolutely. Frankie, true. I mean, that some Spurs fan could call that the turning point in the Spurs franchise, where number 2, his name is not spoken on the channel, landed on the ankle of a Golden State Warriors player whose name will also not be spoken. And then it caused a lot of problems the following season where he was injured and the Spurs were saying he wasn't injured. Then they traded him and the Spurs haven't been the same since. So some Spurs fans, not me particularly, will point to that one moment as what you were trolling, weren't you, Kyle? I thought it was still 17. Is it 18? I didn't catch it during the free throws, Evan. Thank you. Giants aren't winning more than 5 games. Hey, listen, I'm counting on you guys to troll me during the live streams because, well, I'm gonna need some help building the Giants content when I'm live. Although I'll probably get some. I've been getting some Giants subscribers with the Giants videos lately, and I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm so happy the Giants content's doing good. And when you compare it to the Spurs content, it doesn't draw as many views. True, but you have to understand in 2019, 20, 21, when I tried doing Giants content, my videos usually got 150 views, with the odd video once in a blue moon getting 1,000 views. And now I'm averaging about 1,000 video, which for me it's like finally getting some Giants content that's getting some views, and that's a channel now. Spurs and Giants. I got to change the quarter to quarter too. Wake up, Rich. Not a good start for the Spurs. Didn't look great offensively, and usually giving up their usual 30. Yeah, it's Key Channel member. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. Can I get Vader trying to convince Macho Man to join the Giants to become a quarterback?
Yeah, you're a Giants quarterback? I don't think so. The team's not so good. If you only knew the power of the Giants side. Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing. I thought it was 17 games. And another offensive putback. Missed 3, Larry Nance Jr. with the putback, 34-22. If, Kyle, if the Giants go 0-17, that would suck. First overall pick. But I would hate life calling it. Oh my gosh, I would hate calling those games. But we would draft Bryce Young. So if you want Bryce Young, you better hope we don't go 0-17. Reggie, thank you for subscribing. Or Reggie. No, they're going 0-19. How are we going 0-19? Preseason? Spurs ball, Joshua Primo on the paint, pull up jumper. Good. I like this. He's got to shoot more. He needs to start shooting a lot more. I like at least give me 9 or 10 shots a game, not 4 or 5. He needs to double his output or input or his put. Murray with the steal. Fast break Spurs 2-on-1. Murray behind the pack pass to Primo. Thunder dunk of justice, and hopefully that fires the Spurs up. Joshua Primo back-to-back buckets. As I'm just saying, he needs to shoot the ball more. He's got some ups too. I like seeing him dunk. And he still might grow a little bit. It is Pelicans ball 34-26. Down a minute into the second quarter. Eric, thank you for stopping in. Do I see Gary Sanchez doing anything? Yes, I do. Not being on the Yankees. That's what I see. Graham pull-up jumper, no good. I see Gary Sanchez doing what he normally does. He's going to hit like 200 or less, strike out a bunch, and hit a bunch of home runs. That's all he is now. Collins in the paint. Throws it up, forces a shot, but makes it. Spurs starting to come back a little bit. We'll see on that, Aways. We'll see. If the Giants go 17-0, that would be the biggest surprise on the history of football. Valanciunas drives. Hook shot, no good. And Zach Collins pleading his case to the ref. He better be careful. He's already got one team. I don't want to see him get thrown out of the game. We got 50 thumbs up, Phil? Did we? Nice. Got David Robinson's number, who's now over my left shoulder. We have no CMG. The Spurs are very much undersized. That was just kind of a sketchy foul. That's the NBA today. I've gotten used to it. Makes the first free throw. 35-28. Gary Sanchez not a Yankee, so we don't care. J Money, I wish him well, but he is what he is. He had his second and third year he was decent, and ever since then he's been either injured or when he is playing he strikes out and hits home runs. We got the Double J connection. Jacques Landale and Zach Collins are on the court. Or not the Double J. We got the Twin Towers light. I was thinking of Jacques and Yak. I got confused. It's an afternoon game. I'm all sorts of thrown off. But Twin Towers light is on the court. Zach Collins and Jacques Landale got a long way to go before they're anywhere in this, well, due respect, even in the same continent as the two players behind me. Landale with the ball. The only thing they got going for them is they're better three-point shooters. Speaking of which, Primo for 3. Short, no good. Valanciunas with the rebound. 10 minutes to go, 35-28 in the second quarter. My man Jose Alvarado with the ball, a.k.a. headband guy, into Valanciunas with the jump hook. No good. Gets his own miss. And it's Pelicans ball with 12 on the shot clock. Offense will reset. Alvarado. Pick and roll with Valanciunas. Gets around, pulls up for three. Back to a 10-point game. Frankie, we draft a guard, any type of guard with our first overall pick. I will have to mute my microphone to avoid cursing too much. Jock Landale for three. Nope. In-N-Out Burger. J Money, yeah, I don't know why Aaron Hicks is still on the team because he stinks. Anyway, Pelicans ball. And we have a whistle on the Spurs. Najee Marshall, I think, was fouled before he took the shot. And I think he's checking out now. Yep. Joe Wieskamp came in and ran some laps. Man, he's been a little up and down this year, but his minutes have also been extremely inconsistent. Josh Richardson checking back in. I forgot where Sanchez went. Kyle, what position does Pickett play? Is he a kicker or something? You trolling me? The rebounding sucks. A miss and then a putback by Valanciunas, and we're back down by 12. We cut the lead to 6 and just gave it all right back again. Murray drives into the paint, throws up a wild layup. Got fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Where is Gary Sanchez? In today's paper, Sean Elliott was advocating drafting the Wildcats guard Muthrum. He's only got one name, Muthrum. No first name, no last name, just Muthrum. The Twins. Kenny Pickett plays quarter. Kyle, you probably don't watch my too many of my Giants videos because I know you're not a Giants fan. I went in depth into the Giants' plans on fixing the franchise for the rest of the offseason. And they've signed Daniel Jones, or they have Daniel Jones this year, and they just signed Tyrod Taylor. So they have a lot of money tied up in quarterback already. So there's that. Second, in case you haven't looked at all the offensive line signings the Giants are making, and that's a turnover for the Pelicans. Murray into the paint, gets it swatted out of bounds. It'll stay with the San Antonio Spurs. The Giants have signed players to fill their guard position, right guard, center, may have a starting left guard. They haven't focused on right tackle at all. I think there's a reason for that. They're going to draft either Evan Neal, Hakeem Ekwonu, or Charles Cross in the first round. What they do with the other pick, I have no idea, but I feel very confident saying they'll take an offensive lineman in the first round. I think that was Jay Richardson jump for a while. I was yapping about the Giants. And a miss, and Valanciunas with the offensive putback as the Spurs just can't stop the offensive rebounding of the Pelicans today. Murray out 3-point land, 14 on the shot clock. Over to Jay Rich for 3. Josh Richardson makes his first 3 of the game. I think that might be the first 3 of the afternoon for the Spurs. They just showed a stat to hammer it home. The Pelicans have 18 second chance points to the Spurs 9. Alvarado drives into the paint, throws it high off the glass over Jakob Poeltl. 18 second chance points to 9. And guess what we're losing by? 9. Difference in the game, my friends. Difference in the game. Ball will be kickball on the Pelicans. Will mock drafts have my Texans taking either Neil Hamilton or Kayvon Thibodeau? Go Spurs go from Columbia. Vincent, thank you for stopping in. Rudolph, true. Yankees, I feel like we'll win. I don't know. It depends on health. I feel like they'll win about 95 games, maybe. 95. Murray's going to take a 3. Wow, that was Brick City. Our 3-point shooting has been bad. I don't know what our shooting percentage is for the game, but I feel like we're like 1 of 12 or something. Herbert Jones with the miss. Spurs actually get a defensive rebound. Murray up the court. And a difficult layup in the paint, and he missed it. And a late whistle. Wow. I want to see the replay. Let's take a look. Murray drives. I guess they're calling a block on Herbert Jones. I think he may have slightly moved. Do the Spurs use all 3-point shots? Yes, the Spurs were killing it from 3-point land against Portland. Tonight, they can't make one. Nick, what's up from Suriname? Dodgers going to win 160. I'll put money on that. That doesn't happen. Achilles soreness. Was you okay? The insane one. He was warming up. That's good. Yep, Jonathan. That's me making all the faces. 44-37. Valanciunas one-on-one Jakob Poeltl. Out to Herbert Jones. Back to Valanciunas. So now we have the double J connection, by the way. Jakob Poeltl and Jacques Lindale. And a turnover. Murray on the fast break. And he's got to slow it up. The Pelicans do a good job getting back in transition. Kelvin Johnson's going to take a three. Good! Big body! All right, 44-40. Go Spurs, go from Dallas. Go Spurs, go from Connecticut. Yay, Connecticut. Throw it up right here for you. Go Spurs, go. That's weird. You know, I'm watching this on the NBA Team Pass, and usually I have to pick the Spurs feed. Usually they play the home team by default, and they're playing the Spurs feed, and I didn't even pick it. Maybe they're finally defaulting to the Spurs feed, which it should, because that's the Team Pass I've bought. Christopher, which jersey? I've got 3 here. Unless you're talking to Devin Vassell. He got his jersey from the San Antonio Spurs. Bro, Murray needs to slash 2 threes. Do you have a bet on him making so many threes? DeAndre Ayton wants a max contract, Brandon, which I think for his tenor is around $30 million. I don't see them offering him that much money. Unless they see something in him I don't. And if they do, then so be it. I'll say I was wrong, but we have a lot of contracts coming up over the next couple years and a ton of draft picks, so I just don't see that happening. You should pick for Spurs instead of any other. What? Are there any other NBA games right now? This is probably the only one, right? We have a extremely low number of likes right now, my friends. We only have 59. Usually we have close to 100, or at least 100 by half. I know it's a Saturday, but don't let your boy down here. 59 likes? Come on, man. It's free. I will go over the scoring leaders at half, and this is the only game right now. Next game is Sacramento at Orlando at 7 o'clock. You got Indy and Toronto at 7:30. The Bulls and Chicago and Cleveland. Cleveland, I think, can pass by Chicago if they win. 42-30. Actually, they'll have a tied record. Chicago and Cleveland at 8. Brooklyn and Miami at 8. We got Milwaukee and Memphis at 8. OKC and Denver at 9. Houston and Portland at 10. And that's it. Wow, tomorrow the Knicks played the Pistons at 3:30. These afternoon games throw me off. Oh, good. All right. Yes, I heard Triple H retired Eduardo. A friend of mine told me that today. Oh, I would love to be on the broadcasting crew, Evan. Probably not going to happen. Anyway, enjoy your retirement. The game. Boop, boop. And if you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for you. Trent Norris. One for each San Antonio Spurs championship. All right, up in the 70s. Okay. And we got to 69, so my channel got 69s today. That's cool. Herbert Jones just missed a massive dunk in the paint. Spurs going fast break. Keldon Johnson will slow it up, guys. Pelicans doing a good job getting back in transition today. Really good job. A frustratingly good job. Jakob Poeltl in the paint himself. A little up and under. Looks like he may have taken an extra step there. I'm not going to lie. With the layup, Spurs down by 2. He was doing a whole lot of walking in the paint there. Spurs on a 10-2 run in the last 2 minutes, finally coming to life with 6 minutes to go. CJ McCollum's checked back in, though. Misses the pick and roll 3. He's been killing the Spurs. Jay Rich, he's going to take a baseline 3. Spurs take a lead. He was practically already retired. Triple H with heart issues. Apparently, he almost passed away a few years back. Jay Rich on the ground. I don't see what happened to him. Pelicans ball. CJ McCollum guarded by Jakob Poeltl. The runner is good. Jakob Poeltl should not be on CJ McCollum. I don't know when Triple H. I don't watch wrestling, so I wish him well though. Murray going to drive in the paint. Throws up the high layup. Good. And now we have a fun game now. Back and forth, my friends. Back and forth. Thank you for being here, Spurs fans. Thank you for being Pelicans fans. For being here. Thank you for being Pelicans. Thank you, Pelicans fans, for being here. Not thank you for being Pelicans fans. That sounded just all sorts of weird. And not how I intended it. It's been back and forth. And now the NBA Pass just going to a quick load screen. I love it when it does that. Classic. Guy, you're welcome. I'll never ask for my team to tank. It's not in me. I don't get all these people that are like, tank, tank, tank. I know you want the better draft pick. And as we come back to the game after I had to do a quick jump out and jump in. It is still 47-46, 4:43 to go. And Josh Richardson was just fouled by CJ McCollum. He's going to the line. Thank you, Butterfly. Did Jay Rich just get fouled taking a three? Sorry, I had to reset my NBA app real quick. Occasionally, it'll just get stuck in a load or reload. Give me fuel, give me five, give me that which I desire. Ooh, yeah. All right, anyway. 48-47. I'm a little different than your normal sports announcer, by the way. In case you haven't figured that out, I call the games. I like to have fun, but I'm a little eccentric, a little out there. And I don't even drink or do anything. This is me. Just high on life, my friends. High on life. 4:43 to go. It is 3 free throws for Jay Rich. Jess, let's get the dub for sure. Rudolph, I agree. Tank mentality is not a good thing. We've seen franchises be in tank mode for a decade. I don't want that. 49-46, Josh Richardson, number 7, rocking the headband. He played I've been pretty impressed with Josh Richardson. I would not mind him coming back next year, Spurs fans. I don't know if I'd want him as a starter, but a bench player. It's never too early to consume ice cream the greater good. Never, although my ice cream, I have to readjust my diets. I've been cheating a little the last week. McCollum runner in the paint, no good, gets fouled going in line for 2. I'm like, you know what? I've worked so hard the first 2.5 months this year. Time to reset. No junk food in the house, and I have nothing right now. Thank you, Hughes, Boston. Full-time Spurs fan, draft poorly or have draft picks missed, but there's been teams that have been in tank mode for 10 years. Weren't the Sixers like in tank mode for 10 years before Embiid? How do you feel about Hornets announcer Eric Collins? Some people have said that before, Taylor. I don't know. I don't know the Hornets announcers, so my apologies. When I watch Spurs games, I always have Sean Elliott and Bill Hand on, because I can't hear them either. But that's cool. If I remind people, hopefully you enjoy his announcing. Murray into the paint, out to Joshua Primo, back to Keldon Johnson. Johnson thinks about a 3, pulls it down, he's going to drive into the paint, throws up, and it's short, gets his own miss, put back, and good. My man KJ getting a second chance opportunity where we have been getting killed tonight. Speaking of getting killed, CJ McCollum has been killing the Spurs tonight. He'll get it to Jackson Hayes. Hayes jumper in the paint, got to roll around off the rim and then finally roll in. Both teams hit David Robinson's number. It's 52-50 with 4 minutes to go in the first half and a good game so far. Clark, Spurs fans for life here too. 30-plus years strong. Murray into the post. Turnaround. Oh, CJ McCollum steals the ball from Murray. And now Murray gets called for a foul. Vegas, good afternoon. Vamos, Spurs. Vamos, Escuelas, vamos. When you draft based on potential but fail to develop, 10-year rebuild. Exactly. I feel like the Giants have been in a 5-year rebuild. Wait. Not 5 years. Oh, actually, yes, 5-year rebuild. 5-year rebuild, and haven't been able to get, and they're going to have a losing record next year. They've lost 10 games or more 5 straight years. Yeah. Oh, Alvarado for 3, no good. And the ball's going to be tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be Spurs ball. Hugh Guess, sorry. I wasn't sure. My apologies. Kevin from San Antonio, go Spurs, go. Hugh Guess, got it. 3:11 to go. Down, down. 52-50 Spurs ball. Joshua Primo almost turns the ball over. Keldon with a nice save finds a wide open Trey Jones who does not take the three over to Jay Rich. Jay Rich going to drive in the paint, throws up a high layup off the rim, no good. A fight for the board. Jakob Poeltl with the putback. He's going to roll around the rim and finally roll off, and then it's tipped in, and I think it was hit in by a Pelican. I think Valanciunas may have hit a finger on that and tipped it back in as there were just hands flying off. Everybody was swatting the ball. No, I don't, Kyle. I don't. Come on, I'm a Giants fan, but I'm not a stupid Giants fan. I don't see us making the playoffs. I don't know who's going to win that division at this time. The Dallas Cowboys, I think, have taken a step back without Amari Cooper. Ezekiel Elliott doesn't seem to be the same player he was the first few years in the league with the offensive line kind of regressing a bit. So I think that division could be up for anybody. I don't know. It's going to be the NFC least. I feel like you could have a team win with a 500-ish record again. Some of the news say that they will win the playoff. The Giants? Mayweather versus TSR. I got my money on TSR. Floyd Mayweather? If I can hit him, I might have a chance. If I can hit him, I'm 6'4", and I have a ton more reach. And if it's just a catch weight where we can be either weight, he's going to come at what, 145, and I'll come in at around 200. So I would have that going for me, a massive reach advantage being 6'4". The question is if I'm ever going to hit him. And the answer is probably not. And then I'll be gassed out because I'm not a boxer probably after maybe the second or I'll give myself 3 rounds. I do a lot of biking and running and stuff, so my cardio is pretty good. But I think I'd be able to go 3 rounds, and then I'll be gassed out, and then he's going to Conor McGregor me and just light me up in the fourth and fifth round, and I'll be done. If I even make it that far. More than likely, he's going to take me out in the first round. Mari Cooper wasn't that good. I don't know if I want to say he wasn't that good. Chiefs 16-1. I don't see it happening. Hey, Ofa. Good morning from Singapore. I mean, if Floyd Mayweather said, hey, jump in the ring for $1 million, of course I would. Anybody would. The only thing I have going for me is my size. I'm taller and bigger. Probably not stronger. I'm sure he hits harder than I do. Even though I'm a bigger guy, he's got technique that I don't. So I probably would get stopped in the first round. You know, Rocky just wanted to go to distance with Apollo Creed. I would just want to make it to the second round with Floyd Mayweather. Just let me make it to the second round. We'll see, Evan. We'll see. Time will tell. If they play better without him, then there you go. If they play worse without him, then there you go. I can't see the Chiefs going 16-1 without Tyreek Hill. I really can't. I thought before a week ago, I was thinking to myself, Tyreek Hill, Juju Smith-Schuster or Schuster-Smith, Juju Schuster, whatever direction that is, plus Travis Kelce. I could see Juju having a bounce back year and being that number one wide receiver he was in Pittsburgh when Antonio Brown was there. But now that Tyreek Hill's gone, I don't think Juju's a number one. I think he can be a excellent number two. But if he's the main guy you're trying to stop wide receiver wise, I just don't think. He's not gonna. He's nowhere near what Tyreek Hill is. Valanciunas, difficult turnaround jumper, hits the rim, hits the bank, and goes in. Nice job. 54-52, 2:22 to go. In the first half, Spurs lead by 2. They were down most of this game. Finally woke up halfway through the second quarter. Well, early in the second quarter. Jakob Poeltl to Jay Rich. Jay Rich thought about a three, pulled it down. He was open. Rifles it off to Trey Jones into Jakob Poeltl in the paint. And Poeltl turns the ball over. Got the ball poked away. Was kind of sleeping there. And Herbert Jones, sort of a Euro step, and then a huge two-handed dunk in the paint. Nice job. Herbert Jones goes this. He zags, and then throws it down. Joshua Primo throws it out of bounds. Back-to-back turnovers by San Antonio. Time for the Raiders to dominate Anthony. That's the toughest division in the NFL. Tucker, what happened in regards to Chiefs 1-16? Not a chance. That AFC West is loaded. I gotta put my money on Denver if I was gonna pick a team. Guy, no March Madness. I'm not a March Madness guy. I know I'm an NBA fan, but I'm not a college football fan, and I'm an NFL guy. I don't have time either. You know, I got the Spurs, the Giants I'm covering here. And I got some TV shows to watch now. Finally, all the Netflix Marvel shows came to Disney Plus, and I haven't seen a lot of those series, so I'm gonna be watching that. Trey Jones takes a three. Well, it didn't go in. 54 all, minute 11 to go. Wide open baseline three, swish. Jose Alvarado. Spurs love giving those wide open threes to players. Pelicans on a 7-0 run in the last minute 25. The Spurs have just been sucking to close this half after these fought back hard. Now they're down three. Offense has disappeared the last minute and a half. Murray into the paint. Over to Trey Jones. Jones going to drive. Throws up the left-handed kind of hook jumper layup. 57-56. Welcome back, Asia. Water King Anonymous, thank you for stopping in. McCollum for three, no good. Trey Jones flies up for the rebound. Spurs can 2 for 1. Murray with that long three he's been doing, and it's an air ball. That was a bad shot. Gooseby, thank you for stopping in. I know 2 for 1, but taking a bad shot to 2 for 1 is not beneficial. And that was a bad shot. I did not like that shot by DeJounte. It was about 6 feet behind the line, and it was rushed. And I know he's made a few of them straight on, but that was a little too far out when he airballed the thing. And now a turnover by Herbert Jones. Keldon Johnson into the paint. Jumper is going to bounce off the rim. The putback is going to go in with 0.6 seconds left. And we got a 1-point game. I'll take it. 1-point game. Nice job by KJ with the putback. 58-57. And let's get to some halftime stats. Much better game than the last time we saw the Spurs play the Pelicans. The Spurs were getting annihilated 35-10 in the first quarter. And it was never closer than 25. That was probably one of my least favorite games I've ever seen as a Spurs fan. The game was over in the first quarter. Let's take a look at the Pelicans first. Herbert Jones with 4, Jackson Hayes with 3, Valanciunas with 11, CJ McCollum with 16 to lead the Pelicans, Devontae Graham with 6. Off the bench, Willie Hernan Gomez with 1, Jose Alvarado with 10, Larry Nance Jr. with 2, Trey Murphy III with 0, and Najee Marshall with 4. Those are all the guys I have on my board. 3, 5, 10 guys. For the San Antonio Spurs, Josh Richardson with 13, Kellen John, and to prove my point, he's 3 of 8 from the field, but 2 of 3 from the arc. So 1 of 5 on 2-pointers, but 2 of 3 from 3-pointers. He just needs to shoot threes. He cannot make twos for whatever reason. Kellen Johnson with 9 points, Jakob Poeltl with 8 and 7 on his way to a double-double. Joshua Primo with 7. DeJounte Murray with 12, 7, and 6, so on his way to a triple-double, only shooting 3 of 10 from the field, including 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. He has taken 7 free throws, but hopefully he gets the shots going in the second half. Off the bench, not much. KBD with 2, Zach Collins with 4, Trey Jones with 3, Joe Wieskamp and Jacques Landale both rocking zeros. In fact, most of the bench is rocking negatives when it comes to plus-minus. Some of you like plus-minus, some don't. KBD, -3. Zach Collins, -8. Trey Jones, -9. Joe Wieskamp, -7. Jacques Landale, +11. Just throwing that out there. Jacques Landale with the only positive off the bench so far today. Yeah, much better game than the last time. I'm wearing Calvin Asia. I got 3 Spurs jerseys representing. Now, I need to get more New York Giants jerseys for when I call the games in the fall. I've got an Eli Manning jersey. That's only 1 jersey, so I at least need to get a second jersey to put up on my wall. How many guards do I think we draft? Yair Gutierrez, if we draft all 3 first-round picks, we will take a guard with probably the 3rd pick in the first round. I can see that happening. Dirty Harry.
Go ahead. Make my day. You feel lucky today, punk. Well, do ya?
I don't know. Something like that. Primo looks okay. Frankie, you talking about the Spurs Pelicans game from last week? Worst game ever? Yes. Yeah. I felt like we were tanking that game. I really did. That game was unwatchable. Four guards, not a chance. Spurs Nation would absolutely lose it, myself included, if they drafted multiple guards. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, if Lonnie Walker doesn't get re-signed by the Spurs and leaves the team, then we'll have another spot open for a guard. So then we actually would need a guard. If Trey Jones doesn't come back, he's also a guard. So I mean, we might actually need guards in the near future. Go figure. I just don't want us taking a guard with our first overall pick, um, especially if there's a big guy on the board. Like if the Spurs somehow win a top three pick and the big three are still on the board, or one of the big three, which is you know there Jabari Smith Jr., Chet Holmgren, and Paolo Banchero, and they take a guard. I think I would lose it. Chris Lively, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in, channel member. Dominic, good afternoon. Let's go Spurs. Just got to watch last 6 minutes a second in Houston for work convention. Now I have to go to formal dinner awards. They don't show Spurs games in Houston locally. I've heard that. Sucks. Don, what's going on? I think you can find Giants jerseys on clearance. Good. That means it'll be cheap. So I would love to find some Giants jerseys on clearance. Yes, Guyan, if we need a 6'8" guy, definitely in that starting lineup. Happy Saturday to you all. Saturday afternoon. It feels weird calling a Spurs game. I was on the fence on whether I was going to call this, but I was like, you know what? I'm not doing anything. I have plans tonight at like 9 p.m. But aside from that, like I'll call a game, eat dinner, and then I'm watching the game. I was going to watch the game anyway. OBJ, no. If I was going to get a Giants jersey for the wall, I've got Eli Manning. I would probably get either Lawrence Taylor, Michael Strahan. Yeah, somebody, a classic Giants player. I don't want to get any current Giants players because I don't know who's going to stay past this season. Right now, I feel like every single player, for the most part, except for me, Andrew Thomas, our starting left tackle. There's very few guys on that roster right now that I feel safe in saying will be here even 3 years from now. So I'm not going to get a Daniel Jones jersey. Not going to get a Saquon Barkley jersey, Darius Slayton, Kenny Galladay. There's just way too many question marks on what's going to happen with that franchise as Joe Shane and Brian Dable may just, they're going to get rid of all the guys for the most part that were part of the Dave Gettleman, Joe Judge era, or Pat Shermer. Eli Manning and JPP? Probably not. Love the New Jersey. I've got a. Are you serious, Don? Get it, Victor Cruz? I could probably. He did play. No, he didn't play. Didn't Victor play somewhere else for a year? I think Victor. Did he play for the Raiders or something? I feel like Victor Cruz played most of his career with the Giants, but I thought he went 1 year somewhere else. I'm going to look that up because now it's on my mind. He missed a year with the Giants. I thought he played 1 year somewhere else. I don't know why I thought that. I'm getting confused with somebody else. Man, Victor Cruz, what a good player. That's another one of those Giants wide receivers like Hakeem Nicks that had so much talent, but were just kind of a flash in the pan. And they were good for 2 years, maybe 3 years. And then, whether it was injuries or whatever, just never really accomplished anything else. Victor Cruz's rookie year didn't really play, but his second year, he was 25. The Giants Super Bowl 46 against Patriots, caught 82 balls for 1,536 yards. That's almost 19 a catch, 9 touchdowns, had a 99-yard touchdown. Next year had a not as good as a year, but had a good year, and also made it to the Pro Bowl. And then the next year, he had a decent year, 73 catches for 998 yards, and then after that, nothing. Played 2 more seasons. Injuries. Sucks. Oh well. He didn't, guy. I just looked at his stats. It didn't show him anywhere. Yeah, bro. Let me find you on Twitter. I'm on the Twitters. I mean, Don. If any of you guys say you want to send me a jersey, I'll never ask for anything on this channel. But if somebody says, "Hey, I got an extra jersey," I'll send you. I will never say no to merch for one of my teams. So I'm on the Twitters. I'm actually right there. And if anybody sends me Spurs gear, it would be on the channel. Villanova 5, Houston 0. Did he play 1 year in the? Did he not? Asia, did he not play at all? Because his stats don't show he didn't suit up, did he? He signed a contract with him. I think that's what happened. I feel like that is what happened. He signed a contract and never played. I'm looking him up on Wikipedia because Pro Football Reference isn't showing that he played anywhere else. I thought for sure. On May 25th, 2017, Cruz signed a one-year deal with Chicago Bears, and then he was released. He never played. That's what it was. That's what it was. He signed a contract with the Bears, and then the Giants were so beat up. There was rumors that he was going to come back to the Giants in 17, but he didn't. And then he retired in 18. Signed a one-day contract with the Giants and officially retired with the team. Okay, I was right. So he didn't play somewhere else. He signed somewhere else, but he never actually played. Sucks. I really liked him, man. Two mangoes. Thank you for stopping in. Like the channel name. Love Don's channel. Appreciate that. Thank you, Don. Appreciate that. Tomorrow, by the way, Spurs fans, Spurs Nation, I'll be doing a recap of this week, and if the Spurs can hold on to this lead, they will. And by the way, I would do an unboxing video for that. By the way, if anybody sends me a jersey, obviously, I would give you a shout out and do an unboxing. I totally forgot what I was going to say. If the Spurs hold on to this lead, it'd be nice to do the recap tomorrow and say that they went 3-0. We've only had one other unbeaten week this year. Yes, the salsa, Asia. The salsa. Mob Dave, the first basket. It was a free throw. It was a free throw. I don't remember who. The first points of the game were free throws. Both teams went 1 of 2 from the line. And then the first official basket was by the Pelicans. I don't remember who made it. But the game started off 1-1. How are there Giants fans in San Antonio? Frankie? I'm not in Texas. A lot of people think I am. In case anybody didn't know, I live in New England. I grew up in Massachusetts for 30 years. Grew up in a New York household. That's why I'm a New York Giants and a New York Yankees fan. Mom and uncle love the Yankees. Same uncle and a close family friend were Giants fans. And a friend was also a Giants fan. So that just, one of my best friends was a Giants fan. So that's kind of how that all happened. But none of my family followed the NBA. I discovered this gentleman right here in late 90, early 91. Became a Spurs fan. Rest is history. Spurs fan for over 30 years. I don't know, when you look at the channel, it's kind of odd. Could I grow this channel more if I covered the San Antonio Spurs and the Dallas Cowboys or the New York Giants and the New York Knicks? The problem is I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like the Knicks. I like the teams that I like. And since I've started this channel, the Giants and Spurs have been bad. They've had losing records every year I've done this channel, but they're my teams and I love them. And, I'd rather cover my teams and get less views than cover teams I don't like to get more views. I hope the Spurs win tonight in the Pelicans. Yeah, I am rooting for. By the way, Pelicans fans, I am rooting for you tomorrow. BLA. BLA. Raft, we do need this win. Thank you, Frankie. Brandon, go Spurs, go to you. I hope everybody's cats are doing well. The TV just got real loud all of a sudden. I don't know why. Mom, Dave, no offense. I hope you're wrong. A lot of respect from San Antonio, Texas, since you are from New York. From Massachusetts, Reyes, but a Spurs fan. And, yeah, I got nothing. I deployed with the Guard unit in Vermont some years back. I was able to visit a lot of New England before we left it. It is, Dominic. It's expensive to live in Connecticut, unfortunately, but it's a nice area. And we have 4 seasons: winter, fall, summer, spring. I hope the Spurs get the Lakers in the play-in. Well, I hope the Lakers don't even make the play-in, Don. I hope the Spurs and Pelicans finish 9 and 10th in whatever order, and the Lakers are on the outside looking in, which would go down as the biggest bust in NBA history, probably for a team that was predicted to win the NBA championship or at least contend to one, to not even making the playoffs. But I think they'll probably make the play-in. But who knows? We're missing Lonnie, Doug, and Devin. We are missing a lot of guys. Roel, go Spurs to you. Mob, the San Antonio Spurs are not consistent. They are consistently inconsistent and have been for the last 2 years. That's one of the biggest issues with the team is their inconsistency. Devin's a good player. He's only in year 2. He's still young, and he's right here on my couch. So jury's still on Devin Vassell. Even though my cat is a Hornets fan, today he says go Spurs go. If you ever come to San Antonio and want Mexican food, Trey Rafas Cafe and Mendez Cafe. Frankie, I'm probably gonna forget that, but I do hope to get to Texas. I have a plane ticket I have to use by the end of it's now next year. Keeps a year keeps getting added to it because of what's happening with the 1-9, which finally feels like life's getting back to normal. Heck, I think even Kyrie Irving can play in Brooklyn now. Did I see that? Kyrie Irving can play home games finally. That got lifted, so good. Life getting normal everywhere. That's good. If I visit Texas, it's got to be in the fall. One, I don't want to go there when it's like 100 out. But two, I want to see. I'm gonna have to see a Spurs game. Yeski channel member, Turtles for life, and can't close games exactly. Oh, Chicago, true. I would agree, Brian. Ton of potential. Just I think people forget Keller's only 22. He gets picked up on. He gets picked on here and there a lot by. And hey, I get it, but he's still very young. I mean, DeJounte Murray just made his first All Star game, and he's in his 6th year in the NBA. 5th year playing towards ACL, but he's still in his 6th season, and he's just making his first All Star game. So players sometimes take longer to develop. Now I'm hoping Kelvin, Primo, and Vassell don't take 5 or 6 years to develop. Hopefully they get it figured out by year 3 or 4. I plan on it, Malunga. Thank you for stopping in. Lonnie is out, Duncan. He hurt his back a week and a half ago. He hasn't played since. Imagine not being able to play in home games but away games with the same players that could and being allowed. Don, it made no sense. I'll just leave it at that. I think even Kevin Durant called it out, and we'll stop there. Is Villanova going off, Mom? I bought Angry Birds Star Wars game for $10. I didn't know there was an Angry Birds Star Wars game. I'll be playing Man Eater tonight. I've been really enjoying that. It's the Shark PG. It's on Xbox Ultimate Game Pass, which I've been enjoying a lot. And the first night I played the game a few months back, I wasn't crazy about it. It was okay, but now that I'm an adult shark and I'm eating people, it's a lot more enjoyable. True, Raven. True. And Evan, you just pointed that out too. All right, Pelicans will start off the second half with the ball. 4 on the shot clock. They'll get into Valanciunas, guarded by Primo. He'll dish it in, and with the shot clock expiring, a clutch shot by Jackson Hayes. And guess what? Pelicans take the lead, 59-58. Yeah, I've been enjoying Maneater a lot. Now that I'm a big shark and I've got like electric tooth and poison fins, and now that I'm like souped up, yeah, it's fun. I can jump like 25 feet in the air. No idea on the new coach yet, Ernie. No idea. We'll see. Who knows? Pop could end up coaching for 3 more years. And it's Pop. He'll retire when he wants to retire. Spurs ball down by 1. Jay Rich into Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl gets run into by Herbert Jones. No question of foul there. Man, I'm hungry. Oh, yeah, that's right, because I usually eat dinner by now. It's 6:30. I was like, why am I hungry? Oh, yeah, because I started calling the Spurs game at 5, and I still got to eat. Maybe have some burritos tonight. A little rice and cheese burrito. Nothing special, but still yummy. Jay Rich will drive, gets into the paint. Stops, pops, and misses the shot. Josh Richardson seriously cannot shoot 2-pointers. I guess that's why they say he's a 3D guy, because his 3-point shooting is significantly higher than his 2-point shooting. CJ McCollum out on 3-point lane, guarded by Joshua Primo. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Jackson Hayes. Hayes into Valanciunas, guarded by Poeltl. 2 on the shot clock. Valanciunas driving, passes it out. And McCollum with a quick 3-pointer with the buzzer going off. McCollum having one of those type of games. I do eat early. Joshua Primo for 3. Good! Gotta let that food digest, man. That's how I say, I'm a mole. I'm 44, Evan. I'm pretty sure you're younger than I am from talking with you. Us older guys got to make sure that we, don't eat any later than 6:30. Get that food digested. That's a missed 3 by Devontae Graham, and I think we're gonna have a foul on the Pelicans. Valanciunas, maybe. Yep. It's gonna be weird when Pop is gone. K Grizzle 2020. Mob Dave, I'm not really too familiar with Jackson Hayes. I'll have to take your word on that. Spurs ball down by 1, 10 minutes to go as it gets colder in my house as it's getting dark here in New England. Of course, you can't tell. I got a light on me, so it's the same brightness the whole screen. 6 on the shot clock. DeJounte Murray on three-point land starts to drive into the paint, throws up the layup, and gets blocked from behind. Nice defense by the Pelicans. Pels ball up by 1. McCollum over to Valanciunas. Give and go to McCollum. CJ can drive in the paint. Throws it really high over Jakob Pertl. Makes a shot. Nice job by CJ McCollum. I think he's got 20 points now. Or close to 20. The Pelicans are up by 3. Kelvin's open for 3. Takes the 3. 2 players running at him. Misses the shot. DeJounte Murray with the offensive board. Jay Rich for 3. Good! Josh Richardson, just shoot 3s. Keep shooting 3s. Seriously. You make those. You don't make your 2s. Dunk or 3. That's it. That's what I would be doing if I'm Pop. Dunk the ball or shoot 3s. Never mind all the jumpers inside the arc. Oh, Jay Rich just proved it. Hits the big 3. By the way, that block down the other end by was Jackson Hayes. You guys just mentioned in chat. Valanciunas at the line for 2. We got a tie game, but it's got to get untied with 9:05 to go. Or not. He just bricked the first free throw. Jinx him. I respect it the same way with Timberwolves. Here, Wolves fan, Mob Dave? I'm what's happening? Second free throw is good. Pelicans do retake the lead, 65-64. Ernie, go, Pop, go. Like go as in yay, or go retire. Like go, just go. Maybe taken one of 2 ways. Johnson, Euro steps into paint and falls. And they're going to call a foul on Herbert Jones. The Pelicans bench wanted to travel. Let's take a look at the replay and see if that was a foul or what that was. That's a foul? I don't. Keldon was trying to Euro step. Keldon's at the line for 2. I don't know if I like that foul. But again, today's NBA. You can't defend players. FP, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. I like Chili's Asia. I do like Asia. I do like Asia, but I do like Chili's. Whoops. Oh boy. Now a whistle. And a foul on Primo. Joshua Primo looks lost on what he just did. Man, he still looks really young. Stomp Boy Tone, thank you for stopping in. Hello, Ben Simmons. And that was a defensive technical on Primo, and the free throw is no good by Herbert Jones. I know, no, there's not going to be a TSR cooking. I'm sorry, I don't have time. Spurs 15 of 18 from the line. The Pelicans are only 10 of 15. So the free throws are fairly even, which I like to see. To be transparent, I don't like to see one team with 40 and the other team with 10. McCollum runner, oh, man, he's just on fire tonight. We can't stop him. Nice, Joshua. Turtle with the ball over to Joshua Primo. Primo back to Jakob Pertl, the Turtle. Over to Kelvin. Kelvin thought about a 3 for a second. Drives in the paint. Lots of contact. Throws it up and in. Big body. Drawing the contact. No whistle, but despite all the contact, was able to muscle it in. They do need to figure out the Zion situation. And Valanciunas with the bucket in the paint and 1. And the New Orleans Pelicans just 69 to my San Antonio Spurs. You know, Mob Dave, you can't say that for sure, though, because the Spurs just beat the Golden State Warriors without Steph Curry and also beat them with Steph Curry. Any given Sunday, man. You just don't know. Nice, Asia. 8:11 to go in the third quarter. Free throw is good. Kellen over to Jonte Murray. 8 minutes to go. Jonte into Jakob Poeltl. And Jakob Poeltl on a nice move to get the layup, and we got a tied game again. Nobody's guarding CJ. Ben, I don't think we're tanking. I don't know. This injury was kind of news to me with Devin Vassell's Achilles injury. Devontae Graham for three, and that was partially blocked. That was a absolutely abysmal air ball. It was about 6 feet short of the hoop. Kellen fakes the three into the paint, forces a shot, and it's good. Kellen Johnson forcing shots. Not really a big fan of that, but he's making them. All right, Asia. Sounds good to me. I could use a nice home-cooked meal. Gosh, the last time a girl made me a meal was 3.5+ years ago. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been in a serious relationship. I've been on a lot of dates since then. Not a lot, a few. Valanciunas for three. Good. What direction is this team going? They're rebuilding. It's still a rebuild. Rebuild, but try to be competitive, I would say. Josh Richardson over to Primo. Primo back to Poeltl with that little patented jumper here, and he misses the jumper. 73-72, 6:40 to go. So, whoa, hey. Rebuild but compete is which Joe Shane has said about my New York Giants. Rebuild but compete. I like that. Not rebuild and tank. Josh Richardson gets knocked on his butt. Good acting job, too. There was contact and there was a foul on CJ McCollum, but Josh Richardson also sold it. What a flop. Luke, what's going on? Yes, a must-win game. Magic win tonight. They won't be the worst team for now. Is there some argument going on in the chat? What's going on here? Let's all get along. Timeout, 73-72. We can do this. Go Spurs, go! If you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for you. Joiners! Chuck Norris! All right. Anyway. Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic, who have been, boy, they've been bad. Dietrich Hughes, go Spurs, go. Thank you for stopping in. By the way, if anybody's new to the channel, I think it's obvious I'm a San Antonio Spurs channel. And I'll be calling every one of their games for the rest of the year, barring something happening in life where I can't call the game. I'll be doing, I do news videos, analysis videos. I'll be doing a recap of this week tomorrow. I'll have it up my usual time between 10:30 and 11. I'll obviously be doing a lot of draft coverage and covering the lottery ball pick and the actual draft, which is in July. I think it's in July. Man, exciting time to be a Spurs fan. Possibly 3 first-round picks. I'm a New York Giants fan, too, so if there's my chance any New York Giants fans in here, I cover them as well. Christopher, I do not. We don't promote illegal sites in here. 1, because it's illegal, and I pay for the NBA app. I stream this legally. But 2, a lot of those sites are going to give you a virus, and I don't want to, send somebody to a bad site. Yes, it's been a good game. It has. Very important right now. Sochin out of Baylor, not familiar with him. Is Magic winning tonight? I don't know. Yes, 3 possible first-round picks, K Grizzle. They've got their own pick, obviously. They're going to have the Celtics first-round pick because it's a protected 1 through 4. The Celtics are not finishing as one of the 4 worst teams in the NBA. They also have the Toronto Raptors protected first-round pick, and it's protected from 1 through 14. So if the Raptors finished record-wise, playoff-wise, etc., 15th or better, or worse, depending how you look at it, if they finish 1 through 14, the Spurs don't get the pick, and it rolls over to next year as a protected 1 through 13. If they don't finish as one of the 14 worst teams, then the Spurs will get that pick, and we'll have 3 first-round picks. And more than likely, they're going to have, if the season finished today, the 7th or 8th pick, or finished around where the teams are now, probably around the 8th pick, and then the Raptors and Celtics picks are going to be like 18 and 23, 24. The Celtics have been playing really well lately, unfortunately. Christopher, I've said it earlier in the stream. My thought process is compete, be competitive, but you're still rebuilding. Try to win with what you got, but don't intentionally tank. You don't want your players to get that mentality. Plus, fans start tuning out. It's just bad for the franchise. So try to do what you can. And if you lose, going out on your shield. Lose because you're trying, not because you played 5 guys I've never heard of in the last 2 games. That's a turnover by the Pelicans. Spurs ball, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. After a Spurs turnover down the other end, for that matter. Jakob Poeltl over to Joshua Primo. Primo back into Poeltl. Poeltl in the post. Starts to drive into the paint. Jump hook is good. Jakob Poeltl with the bucket. It is 74-73. Spurs up by 1. You're welcome, Christopher. Jakob Poeltl with 12 and 8 right now, having a decent game. Valanciunas with the ball. Got to be careful. He will launch to 3. Tries to launch it into CJ McCollum, and it's going to be picked off. And now a scramble for the ball. And we're going to have a jump ball. Joshua Primo and Jackson Hayes with the jumper. Exactly. Bad for the culture. Tanking is bad for the culture, and I've seen teams tank for 5 years. I've seen some teams tank for up to 10 years. I felt like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were tanking for 2 decades in the 80s and 90s in the NFL. Seriously, they were bad pretty much for almost 20 years. I think they had, 16, 17, 18 years of like 8 or 9 plus losses. It was terrible. So I believe Jackson Hayes is bigger than Joshua Primo. And yeah, he is. I did not see the fight the other day. Ken, good evening. No, I didn't see that. Not at all, Asia. Yep. Easily won by Jackson Hayes. McCollum pull up 3. Lose a jump ball, give up a 3. Classic Spurs. Eric, I hope you're right. Down by 2 right now. CJ McCollum with 23 points. He's been the difference in the game. Trey Jones is checking in for the Spurs. Gets it over to Kelvin. Kelvin tries to get it to Collins, and that's turnover. Meep, meep, meep. Down by 2. Still a lot of game left. LeBron is a special kind of tool, running his own personal. What? All right. I can't argue with that. I mean, what's happening? Can you imagine, just real quick while we're waiting for the end to resume, if somehow the Lakers put it all together and win the title this year after being the joke of the league all year? Because they had NBA Finals aspirations. We weren't talking about the Lakers maybe. Oh, it's Spurs ball. Is there a foul on the Pelicans I missed? 5 minutes to go. Spurs ball down by 2. My apologies. I missed something. Trey Jones is wide open for 3. He makes it! He makes about 1 in 10. Will I ever do a Q&A on the Spurs, the NBA? I mean, I might do some live streams randomly throughout the summer because there's not many games to call for Spurs or Giants. So we'll see. I definitely will do end of the season report card. I'll probably have SSPN on. Keldon Johnson goes coast to coast, slices and dices the Pelicans defense, and gets the layup in the paint. But I do plan on doing a final report card a few days after the season ends, maybe a week after. We'll see what SPN's up to. But I like having them on. They're very good at analytical stuff with the Spurs. They watch the game differently than I do. I watch the game as a fan because I'm calling the game, so I'm watching it as a fan. I'm watching the ball, but they watch the things that happen off the ball that I can't see because I'm too busy following the ball so I can call the game and talk to the chat. Good point about Russell Westbrook. Luke, thank you for stopping in. Planet Clado. No easy dub for the Spurs ever. They are an odd team as they've beaten some of the best teams in the NBA and have lost to some of the worst teams in the NBA. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, would appreciate you, my friends. It's fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. Looks like this. And as always, go Spurs go! But Pelicans fans, thank you for being a friend. Challenge. All right, Pelicans with a challenge. All right, we got a timeout. Hey, Pelicans fans, I hope you crush the Lakers tomorrow. You're on a back-to-back, so why don't you rest tonight and then lay the smackdown on LeBron and the Lakers tomorrow? I'd love to see that. I'm really rooting for you guys. Oh, what'd I do? I hit the button. I don't know what I did. Sorry, I hit a button. Hit the up-score button when I was pushing around somewhere. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I just put it back to 78. I don't know what I did. I hit something. DJ is 1 shy of a triple-double. Yep, the Golden Girls song. Thank you for being a friend. Bum, bum, bum. Should I do a cover of that, my music channel, on TSR Music? A death metal version? of Thank You for Being a Friend? Huh. I've been looking for a song to do. I want to do a cover of Your Great Name by Natalie Grant, a death metal version of that. I've gotten back into death metal for some reason, so I'm on a little kick for that. Maybe because I discovered Slaughter to Prevail earlier this year. But no, they're more deathcore, but still. Maybe huh. We'll see. Finally made it, had 3 yards of cutting. Nice! Welcome in, Omar Martinez. The Spurs draft mini Braun. Let's not even joke about that. Do I want to be? I want to be your lover. Do I want to be your lover? Well, are you talking about the Spice Girl song? If you want to be my, tell me what you want, what you really. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Yes, Guyan. I'm a metal guy. I do death metal, regular heavy metal, some hard rock. My current band, Eternity Shore on TSR Music, is now variety metal. I've done some Spurs songs. I did a love song to Kristen Press, the United States Women's National Team player, asking her to be my girlfriend. I've done the New York Giants Stink song. I love making music. It's been, you know, we're still in a timeout, by the way. I've been a musician since I was like 12, but I wasn't good when I was 12. I absolutely sucked. Some would say I suck now too. That being said, if I had to pick one of these channels, TSR Music or TSR Sports, to get to 100,000 subscribers in the next month, it would be the music channel. I would still focus on this channel, obviously, because I love the Giants and Spurs, but music has been my passion. And yeah. Which point guard are the Spurs drafting? Corn, Shoots, and Ladders? Ooh, that's a pretty racy song. I don't think I would do that one. I had Keldon Johnson on. I don't have anything on Spotify, Rudolph. I don't even know how to get on there. I don't have anything on Spotify. Everything's on the YouTubes. The last playlist on the main page of TSR Sports are the sports songs I've done on TSR Music. There are some political songs on TSR Music. Just giving you a heads up there because I'd rather sing about it than bring it up on this channel. So there you go. Miss three. I think that was my man Jose Alvarado with the miss three for the Pelicans. Spurs ball up by 2. 4 minutes to go. Jay Rich out to Trey Jones. Trey Jones pull up mid range jumper. No good. McCollum with the rebound. And Alvarado will bring it up for the Pelicans. Gets into the paint. Stops. Pops. Swish. I get 3 months of Spotify free with Xbox Ultimate Pass too, so I probably am going to get Spotify for a few months. Ad-free Spotify for 3 months. And a timeout by Pop. 78 all. You got under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. If you guys didn't realize this, Xbox Game Pass, 3:44 to go, has a lot of perks. Free Spotify right now, free Marvel online, so you can read the comics for 3 months, a month free of Paramount Plus, and 2 months free of Hulu. So I'm gonna get the Hulu one first. That expires in like a week, and I'll have that free for 2 months, and then I'll get Paramount Plus sometime in May after the Halo show's done, so I can binge it. Bonus pizza, thank you for stopping in. All right, Melissa, I'll show you the one game I can show legally. The game! Boop, boop. You missed it? Boop, boop. All right, there you go. The Spurs banned video? Don Allen, you have to follow me on Twitter. So you got to make sure that you follow TSR Sports, which is right there on the bottom left of the screen, TSR_sports. And then you should be able to direct message me. All right, J Money. Oh, you meant the wrestler. See? Oh, Omar, I could get me a chocolate frosty, will you? Oh, okay. I see why you had 79. Trey Jones had a 3 change to a 2. He stepped on the line, huh? Dang it. So that's one of my least favorite shots. No, probably my least favorite shot is when DeMar DeRozan was notorious for this, is when you take the 3-point shot but your toes on the line, so you take the longest 2 possible. It's all good. It's all good. On Twitter, I'll pull it up during intermission. KBD's check back in the game, gets the ball to Zach Collins. Collins gets rejected by Hernan Gomez. Still has the ball. KBD now with the ball, throws it up. No good. Wow, nice defense by the Pelicans. 3:16 to go. And it is Pel's ball. Jose Alvarado, and we have a foul. Chance of Spurs make the playoffs, Joe. There's always a chance. It's gonna be hard. But the Lakers are heading in the wrong direction. The Pelicans are right there with it. So if you go to my profile, the message thing should be. I can't go to my own profile. Shoot. The message is like right of the icon. or to the left of the following button, there's a little picture of an envelope. That's how you message somebody. And we just had a bucket by the Pelicans. I didn't see who shot it. I think it was McCollum. Spurs down by 2, 3 minutes to go. Kellen Johnson, cross court to KBD, back to Jay Rich, into Zach Collins. Collins against Hernan Gomez, into the paint, gets blocked again. Woof, rough game for Zach Collins. He is not playing well. And now Kellen Johnson blocks CJ McCollum. Number 3 takes out number 3. Spurs get the ball back into Zach Collins in the post. We get it to Jay Rich. Jay Rich short jumper is good. He made a 2-pointer. Donald, you must not be following me then. If it says you can't message me, then that means you're not following me on the Twitters. What is your put your Twitter name in the chat and I'll follow you and message you. There you go. Alvarado pull-up jumper, good. 82 minutes to go. Yeah, Lex wasn't spoiling. He was giving a prediction. Just be careful in that, Wrenches. If somebody's giving a score that's obviously not the final score, you might just be giving what they feel the final score is. So sorry if you're still here that you got timed out. It happens. And we have a foul with 1:51 to go, 82 to 80. It happens. Hey, I've timed out people by mistake. Spurs ball, 13 on the shot clock. I'll get it into Trey Jones. Jacques Lindale is checked in. We got the Twin Towers light, Jacques Lindale and Zach Collins. KBD gets into the paint, throws up a very difficult shot, misses it, gets fouled, going to the line for 2. And the Spurs are actually kind of big right now with Zach Collins, KBD, and Jacques Lindale. It's not Landale, excuse me. Not often we have 3 guys 6'8" or taller out there. Spurs, everyone's sharing, and Pels only 3 make. Oh, yeah. Would I consider trading Aaron Judge? Maybe. Rose City, good evening. You got to remember this is his first year back from not playing for 2 years. Give him a run next year. He's got a contract that's only guaranteed for, I think, $3.5 million. Half of it is like $7 million. And if he's bad with a full offseason and preseason playing basketball, then we move on from him. Nance with the pull-up jumper, no good. Larry Nance Jr., that is. Both teams tied at 82. Spurs try to go fast break. What was that, DeJounte? So the ball's going out of bounds, and DeJounte jumps up and does a whoop, so the ball can go between his legs, but it was last touched by a Spur, or maybe he hit it. Whatever that was, that's a turnover for the Spurs, and might show up on Shackton a fool. And if it does, appropriately so. Larry Nance Jr. with the ball right now, guarded by Murray. Pull-up jumper. Short, no good. DeJounte with the rebound. Does he have a triple-double now? Murray's got to be very close to a triple-double. Murray will get the ball into Zach Collins. Collins in the post. Starts to drive. Back his man up. Pull-up jumper is no good. Gets fouled going to line for 2. Eric Jones, the Spurs are playing. I mean, it's tied. Last time we played this team, the game was over after the first quarter as they blew us out 35-10 in one of the worst first quarters I've ever seen in my life for the San Antonio Spurs. So all things considered, playing much better. The Pelicans are missing some players. The Spurs are missing some players. It is what it is. Collins free throw good. 83-82. Eric Jones was him. What are you? Oh, Kyle, what are you doing? Is he being dirty somewhere? He put the score in. But you didn't need to hide him. A timeout. Yeah, don't hide people. Timeouts. Now see stuff like this distracts me from the game. Both free throws good, and now a turnover by the Pelicans. 40 seconds to go. Vino needs 1 assist. Yeah, try not to hide people on the channel, guys. I can't unhide him. There, I got him. A timeout if you feel like you're doing something, but don't hide him, please. I'll make that decision. Leave that in my hands if you can. All right. Anyway, Murray with the ball, pull up jumper from the free throw line, in and out. Burger, tough jumper. Spurs are in the bonus. 8:42, 24 seconds to go. There's about a 4-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Eric, I don't know what you did. I couldn't see it. I think you may have put the score in the chat. Maybe misinterpreted it for something. I don't know. You're good, though. I took care of you, man. And now a lot of contact down the other end. A miss and a putback. Trey Murphy missed a shot. Hernan Gomez with the putback. And the half-court three is not going to be even close. We got a tied game going in the fourth quarter, my friends. All right, so we had an incidental hiding. It's all right, Kyle. Selena M. Moran, she's taking a nap. No one put numbers in the chat. Yeah, be careful. Two people being gotten zoinked by putting numbers. So yeah, just DJ got his triple double. All right, tied game, a good game on a Saturday afternoon. I'm gonna look up "Thank You for Being a Friend" in the guitar chords. Maybe I will do a cover of that. Thank you for being a friend. All right. I don't know. I don't feel like figuring out the song because that's what the internet's for these days. All right. Thank you for being a friend. Tuned in the key of E. Well, key of C. Capo first fret, so C sharp. C sharp in that thing? What? C, F, G, A minor. All right. So they're all chords I know how to play. E7, G minor. All right. Da 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 da. C, C, F, G, C. Okay, it's pretty easy. A, D, G, 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 C. All right. Very easy. Very simple. Maybe I'll do that. And I could do and the card attached would say dun 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 dun. Go silent. Thank you for being a friend. Dun 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 dun. I don't know. I got some ideas rolling in my head. Cowboy X Factor, thank you for stopping in. Mayor, thank you for stopping in. Because people think you're giving away the score. Don, what's your Twitters? Don Allen, did you put your Twitter in the chat, or were you able to follow me on the Twitters? Notifications. Don, you do follow me on the Twitters. You're right there. All right, I'll message you. Yo. There you go. You follow me on the Twitters. Unless I have some setting on my thing that says I can't be messaged. Why would I have that? You guys message me all the time. A lot of you message me, and I try to get back to you when I can. Sometimes it takes a day or two. I'm sorry. Maybe not a day or two, but I might not. Yeah, I don't get on the Twitters all the time. Fourth quarter on the way. Thank you for being a Spurs fan. No, I'm not going to make it a Spurs song. Thank you for being a Spurs fan. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Greg, or she might be doing this. I prefer the latter. Spurs will open up the fourth quarter with the ball. I need some Masagua. No wonder my throat's getting rough. Collins pull-up jumpers. Good. Bless old man Pop. Win this game, please. B. Ryan, what's going on? Thank you for being in here. Spurs fan for life right here. Just got a Tim Duncan jersey for the wall, as you can see. We have a miss and a putback. Larry Nance Jr., second chance points, killing us all night and continue to kill us. Samir, yo hablo poquito español, pero es no bueno. Vamos escuelas, vamos. 86 all, 11 minutes and 15 seconds to go. DeJounte Murray will pick and roll. Double teamed. Loses the ball. It's going to be tipped into the backcourt. Collins will get it back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock, Murray. And now Zach Collins gets leveled. I don't know if he was acting, but he's on his butt. I don't see the replay. Por favor. I can't call the game in Spanish, Demir. I can't call the game in Spanish. Ocho seis. Ocho seis. I don't know how to say 86 in Spanish. An official review on the foul. Are they looking maybe to see if that was a foul or a flagrant? I did not see what happened to Zach Collins. I just know he went down. Pacers only have 8 guys active. Under 225 easily. Yep, 172 right now. No, Don, we're not. Ocho Centes says. Thank you, Eric. Let's take a look at the replay. What happened? I don't know what happened with Zach Collins. I can't see who the other player is. I can't see his number. You guys just said they've been going at it all day. I don't know who he's been going at it with. Is it Najee Marshall? I don't know what just happened. I don't know what happened. It's an official replay. That's 86, 86. It is not. Yeah, number 8's Najee Marshall, Evan. Ocho Cientes? I'm getting the a flagrant foul? I don't know what I'm in the house with my team. I don't really know what happened. I couldn't really see what happened in that camera angle they gave us. All right, here's the other angle. Oh, Najee Marshall went like that and hit Zach Collins in the face. Unnecessary contact. I'd like to think it wasn't on purpose. It's a flagrant one, but he was like this, and Collins was here, and I think he was trying to clear him. And when he threw his arm back, he clocked him in the head. So Zach Collins is gonna be at the line for 2. Zion. All right. Zach Collins' first free throw is gonna roll around and finally roll in. You know what that foul would have been called in 90s basketball? Just a regular foul. That would have been a flagrant. Damian Hernandez Estrada, thank you for stopping in. 2 free throws are good. Spurs ball. Damian, my resident Chicago Bears fan who likes to troll me on Daniel Jones and everything New York Giants, and that's what I like to see. Troll away, because eventually the Giants are going to be good. Probably not this year. And I would like some friendly banter with NFL fans this year. Eagles fans, Washington, whatever they're calling themselves fans these days. And of course, you Cowboys fans. Suck it, Dallas. DeJounte Murray's shots rejected out of bounds. Spurs ball 13 on the shot clock. Ben, you need DeJounte for 20? Now, yeah, Zion's out. I don't think he's going to play this season. Who knows? Trey Jones with the ball on 3-point land. We got still got the Twin Towers light. We got Jacques Landale and Zach Collins on the floor right now. Collins in the paint. All sorts of a mess. He should have passed the ball. He tried to force something there and turn the ball over. That was not a smart play by Zach Collins. And we're going to have a foul on Najee Marshall. And he's going to go to the line for 2. Jesse, go, Spurs, go. No Giants, no. Machine 78, thank you for stopping in. Giants will be good on Madden? No, they won't. They're going to be bad. By the way, Damian, can't wait for the NFL draft where the Giants have the 7th overall pick thanks to your Chicago Bears. Appreciate you. Marshall misses the first free throw. As a 22-year Cowboys fan, Don. Yes, I do, Kyle. 22 years. So you've seen the dark years of the Cowboys, and only the dark years, because I saw the 3 championships in the 90s when they were a dynasty for, 6, 7 years? Maybe 8? Definitely a dynasty in that won, 3 championships in 4 years? Definitely in like a 5-year window there. Oh, he made the second free throw. Yeah, the Romo era and the Dak Prescott era have not been very fruitful playoff-wise. Joe Wieskamp for 3. Air ball! Air ball. 10 minutes ago in the 4th quarter. Alvarado with the runner in the paint. Good. Pelicans have retaken the lead, 89-88. Mel, you the man. 89-88. Thank you all for hanging out on this Saturday. I'm glad I did this game. Kerm, what's up? Yeah, it was a weird afternoon game. I don't know. I got nothing. Collins, a nice pass to Landale. Landale with the thunder dunk of justice. Dark years, all I know. Sorry, man. Yeah, Cowboy X Factor. I know you're younger. You've only seen the dark years too. I hear you, man. Alvarado launches it, no good. Fight for the board, and now a whistle. Offensive foul. Valanciunas is going nuts. Did we get a call go our way? Yeah, hey Rich, don't know if you heard the Giants want to trade one of y'all first. No, actually I said we're probably gonna trade down Damian. It's actually I like the move. I did my last Giants video, which you didn't troll me on. I actually mentioned why the Giants need to trade down because of cap issues. Josh Primo airball three. Landale gets the miss. And he'll get it out to DeJounte Murray. We need cap. So if they can trade maybe the 7th round pick or 5th round pick and get a future first rounder next year, I'm all in on it. Murray pull up jumper, no good. 90-89 with 9 minutes to go. So actually, I would like us to take 5th and 7th. If we could take like Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeau, if they're both there, then I'm all in. But if the guys we don't want are there, I'll support trading down. I trust in Joe Shane, which I can't say I trusted in Dave Yeldman. And into the paint, reverse layup by Jose Alvarado's good, and one. Wagner to Dallas. Do you use FanDuel? I do not, Mob. Bunny, we can, but it's going to be tough. Got to win today. Hazam, Lakers, Pelicans, Spurs. 40 minutes in the game. This is a big weekend for the Pelicans. You got the Lakers tomorrow. I am hoping the Spurs beat the Pelicans today. Obvious reasons. Look at the backdrop. Clearly, you can tell which team I'm following. But I am rooting for the Pelicans to win tomorrow. Oh, all right, Rudolph. That's cool. Jared, what's going on? Jared, how you feeling that Gary Sanchez is gone? Probably feeling pretty good. I know I am. Release and Nike we're not giving draft picks back. It doesn't work like that. 8.5 minutes to go in the game, my friends. 92-90. Pelicans up by 2. It's been a good game. So no matter what happens, Pelicans fans, good game. Keldon Johnson with the ball, drives, throws up a very awkward layup, and it goes in. Keldon Johnson has done a great job finishing in the paint tonight. A lot of awkward shots and difficult and contested shots, but he's making them. So it is what it is. I don't know how many points he has. I feel like he's probably got, 14 or 15? Quick three is an in-and-out burger for Najee Marshall. And it's Spurs balls. Keldon will bring it up for San Antonio. Keldon's who I'm rocking tonight. Jacques Landale over to DeJounte Murray. Back to Keldon. 10 on the shot clock. Keldon puts his head down into the paint. Tosses it out to Landale. Wide open for three. Good! Stretch five, baby. I feel great. Gary Sanchez is awful. Yes, Jared. And he stinks! With 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go. 14 ties and 24 lead changes. Awesome game to call. I'm glad I watched him and calling it. Jose Alvarado misses, and the putback is no good. And Landale will get the rebound. Valanciunas missed the putback, wanted a foul, didn't get it. Keldon Johnson will bring it up for the Spurs, up by 3. Keldon to DeJounte Murray. To Collins. Collins going to launch it into Landale. Landale turnaround jumper in the paint is good. Spurs with one of their biggest leads of the game. Maybe their biggest lead, up by 5 with 7-11, open 24-7 in the game. Spurs on a 7-0 run in the last minute 20. Let's keep this going, Spurs fans. Keep it going. Now foul on the Spurs. We're going to have 2 free throws for Devontae Graham. Hey, Rich, do you miss A-Rod's clutch hits in the playoffs? I didn't like the Alex Rodriguez signing. That's one thing I don't like about the Yankees, is when they were signing players like A-Rod, instead of building around the players they had that were homegrown, like a Derek Jeter, Bernie Williams, Andy Pettit, Mariano Rivera, getting those huge free agent signings and signing that knucklehead for 10 years, I didn't like it. Didn't like it. KJ's 19. All right. Non-shooting foul, 7 minutes to go. Pelicans ball. Jackson Hayes will pass it off, and the high layup is no good by Herbert Jones. Spurs ball, and Keldon Johnson will bring it up the court. What's Keldon running point right now or something? They'll get over to DeJounte. Murray, they finally find Primo open for 3. No good. Nice rebound by Jakob Poeltl. Primo takes it into the paint, gets the layup. That is definitely the biggest lead of the game for the Spurs. We got the double J connection, Spurs fans. Jacques Landale and Zach Collins, and the team has been playing better with 2 bigs out there. Go figure. We get killed on the rebounds on a nightly basis. Graham with the runner in the paint, no good. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. I like running the 2 bigs. We've talked about starting Zach Collins at power forward or maybe even Jacques Landale. We need size desperately. Landale with the ball to Primo. Primo back to Landale in the paint. Bounce pass to Jakob Pertl. Pertl gets all sorts of foul by CJ McCollum. My favorite current Spurs should be obvious. I like them all, though. I root for them all. Even if I'm giving somebody a bad report card on my recaps, which I'm doing tomorrow, Spurs fans, around 10:30 to 11 a.m., I'm rooting for every guy to succeed because if every player succeeding, then the team's winning games. 6 minutes to go, we have a timeout. Carl, what's going on? Paulo Bancharo from Duke University could be the first pick in the next draft. Yes, he could. And what's up to you? They got to finish the quarter strong. The Spurs have had trouble closing out games. I don't know how the Pelicans have done this year, Pelicans fans. Do you guys close games out strong? Or have you been a little, off in the fourth quarter, so to speak? Vassell's a bust? He's in his second year. How can you call somebody a bust in their second year? He hasn't, just earlier this year, some Spurs fans are saying most improved player. Now, he hasn't produced as a starter like I wanted him to, but he's in his second year. Jakob Pertl is having his best year by far. And what, is this his sixth season in the NBA? Murray, sixth season, making the All-Star team. Some players just take longer. We've been spoiled with the two guys behind us. First-round picks. Rookie of the year. I think Tim was rookie of the year, wasn't he? Had to have been. They just came out and were starters immediately and changed the franchise. Turned the team around immediately. There's no exact word on Devin Vassell, so please no Torres Achilles in the chat. That has not been released. I've been checking, and I haven't seen that anywhere. Robin, you are not the only Pelicans fans. Let Robin know. Robin's not the only Pelicans fan here. Daniel, the Spurs would be 500 if you know how to finish. Pelicans are going to lose to the Spurs and Lakers. No, Luke, the Pelicans are going to beat the Lakers, dang it. The Pelicans are going to beat the Lakers. I'm rooting for you to do that. I'm looking for Westbrook to have like 8 turnovers. He can do that. He's done that. I think he's had a quadruple-double this year. And by quadruple-double, I mean 10-plus points, assists, rebounds, and turnovers. Yeah, all that they're saying is Devin is sore Achilles and ruled out. Please stop spreading the Devin Vassell torn Achilles rumors. The next one I see, I'm timing out. This isn't a channel for rumors that are fake. You're not a full-time Spurs fan if you think, people are calling Zion Williamson a bust his rookie year. I remember the first time he played the Spurs, people are like, he's a bust. I'm like, he's been injured all year. He hasn't played. How can you call a player a bust? If you want to say somebody's an injury bust or looking like an injury bust, I get it. There is a chance Zion Williamson can turn into an injury bust, not a talent bust. I do believe the talent is there, but if he can't keep his body from breaking apart like it has, he could turn into an injury bust. He's heading that way right now. But man, calling players in their first or second year I don't get it. It is what it is. I'm not a big baseball fan, Evan. Yeah, I'm not. I don't have the excitement. Spurs ball. Joshua Primo will toss it out to Murray. Murray finds Landale, thinks about the three, pulls it down. Now he ends up taking the three. Makes the three! Biggest lead of the game for our San Antonio Spurs, 102-92. Having two bigs on the court is making a difference. Take note of that pop, as the Pelicans have not hit a field goal in the last 3 minutes and some change. You got to think CJ McCollum's going to be the one pulling taking the shots here. He's been on fire all night. And now a turnover. They try to get to Jackson Hayes, goes through his hands into the audience, into the stands. Sugar J. Cherry, good evening. I don't know about that, Rudolph. Yes, Brandon Ingram's out. He's close to coming back, I think. Pelicans fans could let us know in the chat. I think he's set to return next week, it looks like. Landale to Primo. Primo. Going to reset the offense, 9 on the shot clock. Joshua Primo drives into the paint, forces the shot. Nope, passes it to Landale. Landale, the little jumper, no good. 5 minutes remaining. Keto, I think we're playing better with the two big guys out there. Finally, and I said who it would be. Baseline jumper by CJ McCollum is good. They needed a shot. You got to go with your vet that's made some big shots in his career. 102-94. Murray to Jakob Pertl. Jakob out in three-point land. Get it to Kelvin Johnson. Johnson cross court to DeJounte Murray. Pulls up for 3. Nope. I could tell that was off as soon as he launched it. Landale with the offensive board. Back to Kelman. Kelman sprints into the paint, loses the ball out of bounds, and it's going to go off Jose Alvarado. I'm glad you are, Evan. Thank you, Eric. Eric John, appreciate that. I try to, I try to be optimistic and realistic. Like if Zion is hurt next year, then I'm probably gonna, like Saquon Barkley. I'm a New York Giants fan. He's looking like an injury bust. He's got to prove he's not because he's been hurt the last 3 seasons and has been pretty much unproductive and injured the last 2. He's got to prove he's not an injury bust. And I hope he does prove that because I like him. I don't want him to fail. I don't want Zion Williamson to fail. Calvin going to pull up for 3. Nope. And we're going to have a foul, I think, on the Pelicans. Yep. Jakob Poeltl was fouled. Kings versus Magic. I think so, Rudolph. I mean, the Lakers have a tough schedule coming up, Luke. I think they have one of the tougher remaining schedules and a lot on the road. Let's not say goodbye. This game is not over, Mel. We only have 128 likes and 220 watching. Where the thumbs up, my friends? Especially my Spurs fans. Maybe just forget and hit the thumbs up. Oh, good. Let's get to 150. And now turnover by DeJounte Murray, not what we're looking for, and then an immediate foul by Jacques Landale. 102.94, 4:12 to go. Ooh. Goose beat between Zion and Greg Oden. Greg Oden never... Did he ever accomplish anything? At least Zion has shown his potential. He just hasn't been playing. Pelicans are in the bonus with 4 minutes to go. Alvarado, get it to CJ. CJ driving into the paint. Running around, turnaround jumper, difficult shot, in and out. Jacques Landale with the rebound. Joshua Primo bring it up for the Spurs. He'll get it to Kelman Johnson. Kelman over to Jakob Poeltl. Jakob back to DeJounte Murray. Murray going to sprint into the paint, throws up the layup. It's good! 104.94. Under 215 or at 198. It's going to be close. And down the other end, Herbert Jones gets blocked out of bounds. It'll be Pelicans ball. 3:36 to go. It's your boy Rico. It's not going to be Spurs and Bucks NBA Finals. Joshua Burns, good evening. Pelicans got to win 3 games to get washed away from this. The Pelicans better win tomorrow. I'm rooting for you. If the Lakers win, that helps us too, though. I guess whoever wins tomorrow helps the Spurs if the Spurs hold on today. CJ McCollum driving baseline. Joshua Primo jumping up and down like a yo-yo. Wow. Jose Alvarado took it into the paint, missed the shot. I thought he got fouled by Jakob Poeltl. There was a lot of contact, no whistle. Okie dokie. I think we got away with one there, personally. DeJounte Murray drives into the paint, throws up the layup. That gets rejected. No. Fast break, and Alvarado into the paint. Layup is good. And we got a timeout. 3 minutes to go, my friends. 101% sure the Spurs will get... No, not sure about anything. Josh Richardson's on the bench, Evan. They've been running 2 bigs. Zach Collins and Jacques Landale at times, and they're running Jacques Landale and Jakob Poeltl. And I've been complaining that we need a big guy all year, and it looks like it's been effective. All right, Daniel. I'll do my usual. Go, Spurs, go! If you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for you. Chuck Norris! All right, because that's how we roll here. That is how we roll. I feel like something got moved around in my thing. My quarter thing got moved around. How'd that happen? Can I pick this up? Oh, that's what I did. All right, I fixed it. Work, well, time and a half for a lot of people on Sundays. I always say cheer for the lower speed and accept it when it's a Spurs. I have not said this game is over. I'm not cocky at all. As a Spurs fan, I've watched us lose far too many. I've watched too many teams lose at the end. We're getting close to 150 thumbs up, my friends. Can we get 3 more of these before we don't? Yes, sir, Steve. There's 3 minutes to go. 3 minutos. Jacques Landale's been up and down, Carl. He's also been injured. I like him. He's a stretch 5, something we don't have. Maybe he could play more at the 4. I think he's maybe a little too slow to play at the 4. Yeah, he would fit in at the 4 spot in the 1980s. We're not in the 1980s, even though I'm still stuck there. Off topic TSR, but wide receivers are getting paid like quarterbacks with Adams and Hill, so maybe Galladay contract will be a bargain if he can stay healthy and be productive. Kenny Galladay's been injured he was dinged up last year, but he hasn't hasn't produced the last 2 years. I don't know if he's going to be our guy in the future. Kadarius Toney looked really good when healthy, which the Giants are a mess. I care about the picks, but I want to win. Daniel says the Spurs are notorious for blowing games. We are Spurs National. Please stop saying the Spurs are going to win. Seriously, I'm a Spurs fan. Y'all getting cocky in the chat, some of you. Please don't do that. Saquon for Jimmy G. We can't take on Jimmy Garoppolo's cap. We're in cap HELL right now. There's no way that's happening. And Jimmy G's dinged up a lot too. Full-time Spurs fan trying some reverse psychology. Pell's going to win easy. TSR just signed a 5-year, $400 million contract to replace 5 mil, 400 million, huh? Am I going to be the only player on the team? Anthony Bustamante, this is a must-win for the Spurs. Because right now it's a 3-team race, I think, for that last play-in spot. The Lakers, Pelicans, and Spurs. And the Pelicans just happen to play the Lakers tomorrow. Joshua Primo with the ball for San Antonio drives into the paint, forces a shot, no good. And it is Pelicans ball down by 8, 2:40 to go in the game. The Pelicans are in the bonus. Free throws can make a difference in a game. We've seen that too many times this year as Spurs fans. Alvarado into the paint. The runner is good, and we got a 6-point game. Arnaldo, Tucker, thank you for stopping in. I guess I should root for the Lakers to win because if the Pelicans lose today and tomorrow, then we would pretty much tied for the 10th seed, wouldn't we, in the play-in? But I don't like the Lakers, so I'll be rooting for the Pelicans. DeJounte Murray baseline three is bounces off the rim multiple times. McCollum with the rebound, 2 minutes to go. Doesn't go in. Spurs can't get the kind rim. You know what? McCollum into the paint, loses the ball out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Pelicans. 104-98. It is 7:17 where I am, and I have yet to eat. So I am hungry. I need some dinner. And Luke, the Clippers have been losing a lot lately. I think they've lost 5 or 6 in a row. Gooseby, the goal is make the play-in, get knocked out of the play-in, get a lottery pick, win the ping pong thing, and Pop got the record. A lot of goals there. Alvarado pull up jump. Nope. Passes it out. Back to Alvarado. And finally a 3-pointer. Trey Murphy the third hits the third. And we got a 3-point game. Oh. Paul George back in practice? Practice. We talking about practice? Not the game. Practice. They just got to delay. The Pelicans just got to delay a game. Is this a technical? Oh my gosh, a technical on the Pelicans for delay of game. Murray hits the free throw. Wow, you can't make that mistake. What happened? Hits the three. I didn't see what happened with the ball. Alvarado grabs the ball and tosses it to the what? That's a bad call. I don't agree with that call. I'm a Spurs fan. I think that was a bad call. I got to call like I see it. And Primo turns the ball over. 105, 101. 125 to go. Alvarado going to take off. Nope. Gets it back to McCollum for 3. No good. Jakob Poeltl with the rebound to DeJounte. I thought that was a bad call, Pelicans fans. I got to be honest. That was not a good call. I would not have called delay game there. I also don't call this soft NBA that they have right now. I'm a 90s NBA guy. That was a bad call. Minute to go. DeJounte Murray with 7 on the shot clock. Pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl. Gets it over to Kelvin Johnson. He's going to launch a 3. Brick. Alvarado sprints down the end. Blocked by Poeltl. 52 seconds to go. It's Pelicans ball. And it was a bad call. Look, I'm a Spurs fan. I got to call like I see it. I do not think that was a delay of game. That's not the shot we wanted there right at all, Evan. Opposing team cannot touch the ball in a made basket. Are you serious, Rudolph? They can't at all? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Not even a little bit. Pelicans ball, 10 on the shot clock. McCollum runner. Good. So I did not honestly know that you can't touch the ball at all, even if you're throwing it to the ref. 40 seconds to go. We got a 2-point game, Spurs and Pelicans fans. It is Spurs ball. Pelicans fans are on their feet in the Smoothie King Center. That is the name, Smoothie King. I could actually go for Smoothie right now. Murray, 3-point land, 10 on the shot clock, 25 on the game clock. Pull-up jumper is no good. Jock Landale, the putback, no good. And the Pelicans can hold for overtime or the win. 105-103. CJ McCollum with the ball. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. McCollum still with the ball. 8 on the game clock. Passes it off. Pull-up 3 is short. And it's Spurs ball, and that's going to be the game. Keldon Johnson with the dunk at the end with 0.1 second left. The Spurs are going to beat the Pelicans. Good game. Wow. There's a 10th of a second left. Missed 3, and then a fast break dunk by Keldon Johnson. There's 0.1 left. Good game. Good game, guys. If you could hit the thumbs up on the way out, I'll stay here for the last 0.1. Can we get to 200 thumbs up, Spurs fans? Our team won. We usually get 200 thumbs up when the Spurs win. I'll have to research that if I remember that you can't touch the ball after you score unless it hits you. Like if you take the shot and it falls in your hands. You can't go over and pick it up. I don't know. Yep, Anthony, always a heart attack. Yes, you can see the game, Dragon Force. The game! Boop, boop. Go, Spurs, go! Thumbs up, please. Chuck Norris! All right. I know some Spurs fans are going to not be happy about this. I will always root for my team to win. I know Joshua Burns is one of the naysayers. He hates it when we win. You can't get a shot off in 0.1 seconds. Isn't that physically impossible? You have to have 0.3 seconds to take a shot. Colder Jester, I agree it's a dumb rule. I'm not going to lie, I would not have called that. Like I said, I'm a Spurs fan, but I try not to be biased when I call the games. And there was a couple calls tonight, if you were listening through the whole fourth quarter, that I thought the Spurs got 2 calls. The Pelicans do play the Lakers tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Good luck, Pelicans fans. Chelsea fan, it was a good game. Yes, beat LA. Show us the Greg again. All right. There's the Greg. The pop. You can't get a shot off in this time, can you? A 3 and then 1? They didn't get a shot off. That you can't. Who do the Spurs have next week? I'll be calling all 3 games. Do we have a hard schedule? Hey, I'll be doing a recap when the Spurs went 3-0 this week. First time since it's been a while. Upcoming next Spurs fans, we got the Rockets, the Grizzlies, and the Blazers. We can win 2 or 3 of those. I don't know about that Grizzlies game. They have whooped on us this year, but we can beat the Rockets. And we have back-to-back against Portland's coming up, April 1st and April 3rd. Portland is in full tank mode. We can win 3 of the next 4 games. Then we got Denver, the Timberwolves, and the Warriors, and the Mavericks. Those last 4 games are going to be rough. Let's get into the final game stats for both teams for the New Orleans Pelicans. Good game, by the way, Pelicans fans. This was a fun game. Much better than the last time we played, y'all. Pelicans, Herbert Jones with 4, Jackson Hayes with 5, Jonas Valanciunas with 18, 11, and 6. Nice game by the big man. CJ McCollum with 32 points, 6 and 4. Devontae Graham with 6 off the bench. Willie Hernan-Gomez with 3, Larry Nance Jr. with 4. Trey Murphy with 3, Najee Marshall with 5, and Jose Alvarado with a great line off the bench of 23, 5, and 5. For the San Antonio Spurs, Josh Richardson with 18, Keldon Johnson with 21 and 8, Jakob Poeltl with 12 and 11, and 3 assists and 3 blocks. Joshua Primo with 12, DeJounte Murray with 15, 11, and 13, and plus 3 steals. Another triple-double for DeJounte Murray, the all-time leader in triple-doubles for the San Antonio Spurs. Off the bench, KBD with 4, Zach Collins with 10, Trey Jones with 5, Joe Wieskamp with 0, Jock Landale with 10 and 7, and Jock Landale with a game high for the Spurs, plus 17. And when he was in there, he was out there with either Zach Collins or Jakob Poeltl. We were running 2 bigs. I'm just saying. So, he had a good game, and when we had 2 bigs out there, it seemed to help. So, I'll be doing the recap tomorrow again, Spurs fans, between 10:30 and 11. I'll have it up talking about this week, and we were 3-0. Looks like we're making a legit play-in push with what, only 8 games left? So I'll be here live for the rest of the season. A great win. I'm going to go eat dinner because, well, I'm hungry. Thank you all for being here. If you get the thumbs up on the way out, get us up to 200. Greatly appreciate it. And until next time, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!